What's up, everybody? Oh, you're over there this time. Yeah, see, I moved the camera around. Now it's going to look kind of funny, but it is what it is. We're working with what we got for now, trying to get everything ready for when Jeremy comes back. That's right. He's supposed to be back next week. Looking forward to it. He's been working a lot with, his store and all that stuff. So, yeah, should be good. What's going on, everybody? Good to see you. I got lots of people in the old side chat today. Mesh Cruiser. Says my Star Wars Rogue One coffee mug, this gigantic one. What's new, Johnny O? Lots of things are new. Marvel Girl says, oops. Is it because you went reverse caps? I see that. Old School says, okay, Johnny O started up. Aye, Captain. Consider it started. Brandon says, right on. There we are. Rajaho says, just did. Well, how you doing, Rajaho? Omni Oros Borros. Tina Jones. Clifford Reynolds. Good to see all of you here. So happy to have so many people here. Arian Arhad. Who else we got? Global Mom. Good to see you. Let's see. Rob Park says finger guns. Yeah, buddy. You too can have those finger guns if you become a channel member. That's right. Little as $2. That's all I'm saying. John Eagle says, I'm lucky I have never been to that universe. It's tough. And I want to send a special shout out to Elizabeth S., who's dealing with some health issues right now. I hope she gets better soon because, that stuff's no fun. No fun to deal with that shit. So anyway, let's have some fun today. Beaver C, what's going on? Archangel 3, we've got some more folks. Freaking 9 hours. What's 9 hours? Hey, look at that. We have a new member. Thank you, Marvel Girl. All right. What's 9 hours? She says, as usual, typing is not a strength of mine. Well, I sometimes my fingers just go too fast, and sometimes I just don't pay attention. It's a combination of things. I know it. So yeah. It's all me, really. I'm the one who needs to slow down and go back and double check. But I don't do that because, I don't know if it's laziness or if it's just, I don't know what it is. I stopped, the whole. I went to school. I went to university, and I have a degree in English. I graduated just cum laude, not summa cum laude, but cum laude. Brandon is a new member. Thank you very much. You all be sure to show them the finger guns. And we have Kyvie Texas, awesome new member. Thank you very much. I much appreciate it. It's part of your charm. Absolutely, this is true. It is part of your charm. Anyway, so I graduated degree in English, right, with honors. All that stuff, whatever. Oh, so great. And I used to be that guy that would go through people's posts that people were bitching about something or whatever, and they would be the ones that are, oh, fuck all these, whatever. I can't believe it. The ones that would always get me, the ones that people were like calling somebody stupid or questioning somebody's intelligence, all while making severe grammatical errors. And I'd be that go back. I would be that guy, like, oh, that's kind of funny that you're over here calling someone stupid, yet here you are displaying that you're not intelligent when it comes to grammar. Some people call it a grammar N-word. We're not going to use it N-word. Not the you know what I'm talking about. Not that the other one. I'm not going to say it because YouTube doesn't like it. But yeah, so I don't do it anymore. Unless somebody tries to point out my grammatical errors or spelling errors while making grammatical and spelling errors, then you've asked for it. And I say you've asked for it. But what are you going to do? I think this is too much headspace. It's way too much headspace. I'm still working with grammar. Yes, grammar neurotic. Exactly. That's the N word we were looking for that YouTube won't let us say. All right. Let's face it. This is YouTube side chat, not a university. Exactly. And that's the thing. Here's the deal. Some of that stuff used to bother me, but like, what? So what? Somebody spells YouTube with a U, or somebody spells U with a U. I get it. It's text type. I don't do it because it's just a thing for me. Whatever. But You know, that I used to get bent out of shape about it, but I thought to myself, what am I getting bent out of shape about? It's the stupidest thing. So I do need a taller hat. I don't have one though. Charlie Welch, what's up, buddy? I need one of those Lincoln hats, you know, the big ones, and that would look really cool. Star Wars shirt with a Lincoln hat. That would be interesting. You guys do get to see the back of my house. Well, that's actually the front of my house. And then, you know, I got let's see here. That is a painting of Irish Demon that Isabella did. That is a painting that I did. That is a painting that my wife did. And that is another painting over there. That's the painting that Isabella did as well. Mr. Malord, good to see you, says, I've been a teacher for 25 years and I still can't identify a run-on sentence. They're different, like they're different run-on sentence rules too. Like part of my discipline was taking grammar, like hardcore grammar, and the professor that taught grammar at my university was like, I think this when you go for your doctorate, you pick two disciplines. One I can't remember what her first one was, but her second was grammar. So she was really hard on people for that. Yeah, and that's another thing. I think it's like 200 characters. After 200 characters, you're done. You got to get another one. Let's see. My grammar always told me to watch my spelling. Says Chris Stern. Very good. Did I like Solo? It was okay. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it. There were a lot of people that hate it. Oh, I can't believe this movie sucks. Terrible. I thought it was actually, the story was pretty cool. I liked that they borrowed from some of the other lore from Star Wars. For instance, a lot of people don't know that Wedge Antilles was originally he was going to be a pilot going into the dark side, the Imperial TIE fighter pilot who defected to become a rebel. Commander Darklight, what's up, buddy? So they kind of borrowed a little bit there, here and there, kind of like amalgamation, like a big mixing pot of a lot of different things. Thought it was pretty cool. I thought Emilia Clarke was good. I thought I didn't really care for Woody Harrelson. He wasn't terrible. I just, you know, I don't know. Something about Woody Harrelson in some of these roles just doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. You know, like I thought he was good in Zombieland. I thought he played that character really well. I thought he played the character in, I mean, I don't think he's a bad actor. I just didn't like him in this role. That's all. I knew I was in trouble when I misspelled, says Cliff Reynolds. Oh, we need to sit down and do a deep dive into the Jethro Tull catalog. You know, if I were on the actual hosted podcast site where I could do the music, I would. We would do that. They're kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool. Wedge tie SS25 exactly. It says basic trigonometry. All right. Cliff, are you refusing to English? Says Radger Host. Is that who I think it is? There's so many Radgies, you know, it's tough to keep all of them separate. Tough to keep them all separate. Did you know Woody Harrelson's father was a mob-convicted hitman who was 1979 was convicted of the murder of a federal judge? I heard about that. I didn't know all the details. I didn't know that many details. I knew there's something weird going on there. By the way, did you hear about the 12-year-old who gave birth to a 24-year-old child and her mother was arrested? Oh my God! They gave this child. It was arrested at a baby shower. They held a baby shower. What? My goodness. He says, no, I'm not radical. All right, there, Radger. I do appreciate the comparison, though. Hey, you know what? Not all of us can be Dutch Sir Six. But yes, I did see that story about the 12-year-old who gave birth to a 24-year-old child. So many things wrong with that. That's just really, my goodness. I need to go back and reread the story because I wasn't sure if the reason why, I don't know if it was they caught him, they used this party to catch him, or if like the whole family was like, oh, we're okay with this. Oh, I don't know. My second jab done today. Already feels shitty. Oh, well, long weekend, says Charlie Welch. You know, did you get which one did you get, Charlie? because I got the Moderna and I felt kind of sluggish for a little bit. My arm, it was just my arm hurt like a motherfucker. Got knotted up. Even I kept moving it around, doing all the stuff you're supposed to do. It still knotted up really bad. But fatigue. I mean, I was kind of sluggish for a little. I still did the plot hole that night, and then I went out and shot some stuff for the documentary. I don't know. So which one did you get? Tell me which one you got. Taco Josh Gaming says Kingpin was Harry's best movie. I thought it was pretty good in that one, even without his hand. I'm trying to think of some of the good Woody Harrelson's. Like I didn't like him in the Mockingjay series films. That wasn't cool. I thought he was overacting. What about the mom that wants to get her 8-year-old son a vasectomy because she doesn't want grandkids? Fuck that. That's fucked up. Doesn't matter what she wants. She don't want to have grandkids. She can be that fucking woman that doesn't have grandkids. But to sit there and tell your son or your daughter that we're going to surgically alter anybody who goes through that, any doctor that goes through without a documented medical necessity, without a reason that is medically necessary for an 8-year-old to have permanent semi-permanent sterilization, they need to be disbarred and beaten. Wait a minute, come back here. Where'd you go? The story I heard was the hospital and the staff asked what his connection was, and he admitted he was a father. Well, he's honest, I guess. You got the Pfizer, but since I had COVID, I'm doomed to feel. Oh, I got you. Yeah. There's all that stuff going on to you. That's fucked up. Natural Born Killers is pretty good. I just didn't like the movie. I didn't like. I'm not a huge fan of Oliver Stone. I know I'm gonna take some shit for that one. I didn't. I just, man, I don't know. There's something about it. I tried to watch it and get into it. I just couldn't do it. I thought, I do think that Robert Downey Jr. was good in that. I thought his performance was really good. And I'm not saying that that Woody Harrelson was bad in there. I mean, the performances were good. I just didn't like the movie. I thought I was trying too hard. "2012 was a shit movie, but Woody's character was great." I don't remember Woody's character in 2012. Was it 2012? That was the one with John Cusack, right? In the whole disaster movie where the earth was blowing up. We also have him in Venom and Now You See Me. Yeah, he's Carnage in Venom. I wonder how that's going to work out. I think he can pull off that role because he can do crazy. He really can. He was a loony on the mountain running. Oh, that's right. According to a news, during their investigation, police said they discovered the victim's mother, Desiree Castaneda, and family members were aware of the relationship and permitted it. No. No. That, oh, Jesus. How fucking twisted are you as a parent to let your 12-year-old child into a relationship with a 24-year-old or a relationship with anybody that results in them getting pregnant or having offspring at 12 years old? That's so fucked. Oh, I can't stand Nick Cage. I have never liked Nick. I take that back. There have been very few movies that I have enjoyed Nicolas Cage in. And most of the movies, yes, Wicker Man's, yeah, he was terrible. NA for $6.66 American pesos says Robert Downey Jr. is a national treasure. Hail Satan. I thought Robert Downey Jr. got much better after he went through rehab and got sober and all that. I think, you know what I mean? I didn't think he was bad, but I thought that he tried to be too much on script. And then after he went through rehab, he was like, you know, fuck it. I'm just going to do what I want. Make up all my lines as I go and say a lot of different things and kind of be sarcastic. I thought that, yeah. The Wicker Man is Cage of full insanity at the end. Well, yeah. I don't like him. I don't like him as an actor. He might be a terribly nice guy and all that stuff, and he was a fucking spendthrift. Jesus Christ. This guy had Moonstruck. Yeah, I didn't like him. I don't like him. I don't like Nicolas Cage. I just don't. I don't think he's that good. That's my own. It might be my own unpopular opinion. Okay, but I just know I can't do it. Not a fan. Clifford, that's not true because Charlie Sheen has never been clean. Nick Cage was great in the 90s. I can't believe he was almost Superman. Also, he was. That was the worst. That was the worst thing that happened to. Oh gosh, I almost did it again. I almost called him Johnny Storm, knowing that it's Johnny Blaze. But that was the worst thing that happened to Johnny Blaze. It wasn't that he got turned into Ghost Rider, it's that he turned into Nicolas Cage. That was the worst thing that happened to Johnny Blaze. And I love Ghost Rider. I don't like the movie because of Nick Cage. I think he just overacts. It's that whole, oh, he's a German expressionist. That's his style. Well, I don't like German expressionism then. Okay. If Nick Cage is representative of the German expressionist style, I don't like it. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Okay, so I like Nick Cage I didn't like Nick Cage in The Rock. I liked The Rock, but in spite of Nick Cage being in, I thought Sean Connery was really good. Ed Harris was really good. It was enough Nick Cage without being too much. So his subdued kind of role worked. His highs and lows kind of worked. Mark Ash's Leaving Las Vegas was pretty good. Matchstick Men with Nick Cage and Sam Rockwell was pretty good. Yeah, there's some good movies that Nick Cage has been in. I like the movies in spite of Nick Cage. What's up, my Globe Tires? Says Robert Castle. Good to see you. What was that? What was that one he did with Téa Leoni? The Rock was one of the better Michael Bay movies. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I've seen another Michael Bay movie that's been good outside of The Rock. Face Off was funny. Face Off was funny because he was able to play both extremes of his range. And then, of course, it had, what's his name? John Travolta playing like not extreme to his range, but like subdued extremes. What was the worst movie I've ever seen in the theater? Golly, that's I have to think about that one for a minute because I don't go to the movies very often for this reason. When I go to the movies, the last film I saw in the theaters was the last Star Wars film. And then before that, it was the second to last, episode 8. Yeah, The Family Man. Yes, The Family Man. Yeah, I thought The Family Man was good, and I thought he played his role really well. I actually thought he had a really good performance in that. So yeah. In Johnny's book, Nick Cage is mayonnaise. No, that's not entirely. I don't eat mayonnaise on shit. I won't do it, but I will watch a Nick Cage movie every now and again, depending on what who else is in it. Will you teach your daughter to take care of the boys like John Travolta? Yikes. My goodness. I walked out of a theater in a Meryl Streep in the late 90s. What was that movie? I'm still thinking of what I've seen in the theaters that I was just like, what am I watching? This is absolute garbage. It's tough. I guess I can't remember. I know there's been some that I just said, why am I here? I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know. I have to think. Oh yeah, with the knife with a knife in the leg, Robert. Absolutely, I will teach my daughters how to defend. I do teach my kids how to defend themselves, in case they are attacked or whatever. So yes, actually, to answer your question, absolutely. Cliff says I'm Canadian and as such am contractually obligated to like mayonnaise. That's just the French quarter side, right? The British side, well, I guess the British side, they like mayonnaise over there too. Jinju, hello, hello. The current Halloween was garbage. Okay, so it wasn't necessarily that I didn't think there was garbage. It was okay. There's a lot of shit that just doesn't make sense. Nick Cage versus CGI James Stewart at the OK Corral. Who would win? Nobody. We all lose on that one. I refused to go see the last Star Wars movie. Dilled in and stopped watching it in 10 minutes. It wasn't for everybody. A lot of people didn't like the direction that Kathleen Kennedy took the films. They were okay. I didn't hate them. I wasn't like, oh my God. I remember where I was when I first watched the episode, like the very first Star Wars. I remember where I was. Okay. I remember where I lived. I remember the house. I remember that it was storming that night because we recorded it on VHS. We recorded it off television. Excuse me. And every time, Tangelo, dude, come on. We're not here. That's not what we're here for today. Okay. It's not what we're here for. We're not here for that, Otangelo. Okay. We're here to have some fun. If you want to have some fun in the side chat, chat up with the people and interact, we can do that. But look, Fridays are my days to unwind, to sit down, have a conversation with the side chat and the fans, talk about on with the plot hole. You're more than welcome to stay. I'm not telling you to, that you're whatever. You're more than welcome to stay, hang out, and chat with people and have, some fun interactions. But we're trying to keep it light. We're trying to keep it interesting, entertaining. We don't want to get into too many of the deep subjects, So again, more than welcome to stick around and hang out. Happy to have you here, but I'm not gonna engage in that today. That's just not what I'm here for. I get enough of that type of thing throughout the week. But what was I talking about? We were talking about Haddonfield PD is the worst cop force on 5 planets. All right. We sometimes go along to get along with the French Canadians. So, Cliff, are you on the opposite side? Are you on that's the West Coast side? That's the English side, right, of Canada? Is that correct? Let's see here. Oh, yeah. So Kathleen Kennedy, yeah, I get it. A lot of people didn't like that Star Wars. But again, I remember I was watching, it was storming because again, we recorded and it kept having the weather alerts going across the bottom. It was actually a tornado warning that happened that night. I'm surprised we kept power to be able to record the whole thing. You're in the BC, yeah, near the West Coast. That's cool. That's cool. I need to get up to Canada again. I've been to Canada once when I was like 4 or 5. We went to Niagara Falls. That was it. But didn't Moses? Let's see here. Oh, NANA says Friday is my day to drink too much and smoke too much. Hail Satan for $6.66 American pesos. Cliff says most here don't speak French. I don't speak French either. Even though I said that one French line in that one video I did about the bear, you know how long it took me to like phonetically memorize that one. There are probably French people going out there. Why does it sound so? Why do you sound like you're deaf when you're saying this? But yeah, it was fun. I went to Star Wars when it originally came out in the 70s. Jabba was a humanoid. Aioli is uppity mayo. That's it. Too good for itself, but it's just like mayo. I don't do aioli either. I don't do aioli. Yeah. And the George says, Johnny, oh, thank you, sir. Merci beaucoup. I know that one. Omni, you speak French? That's cool. Do you speak French and Spanish or just French? Oh, yes, coffee. Coffee is good. I like the coffee. I got to drink some coffee tonight because Man, let me tell you about what a week this has been. This was my last week at the previous. Okay, look, here's the thing. I used to work at T-Mobile. I don't work at T-Mobile anymore because whatever, taking a different one. How does Moses make tea? Hebrews. Very good. Very good. Well, Tangelo's winning the dad joke competition. But so this was my last week at T-Mobile, which it was cool-ish, I guess. I had just been done with this job for a while. I severely disrespected in my position. I got so tired of being understaffed all the time. I've been running that store for almost 2 years, and in that 2 years, I have never had a full staff. In fact, for the majority of that 2 years, I have been constantly understaffed, sometimes anemic. Like this past month and a half, we've been running with just 3 people in this store. And it's I got to the point where when I originally started as a manager with T-Mobile, I took over a store that was severely short-staffed, and I staffed it up and built it up. And then because of outside whatever, I had to move out to a different one. I moved to a different store that was the first store I took over. It was just understaffed because there were people kind of, whatever. And then we staffed it up and it was good to go. I had that store running. I cleaned it up and had it all nice and running like a greased friggin' wheel, selling, hitting numbers. And then stuff happened in my personal life that I had to, be moved to. We had to move out to a different store. And I took over a store that manager had basically just quit, ran everybody off. I started the day after Christmas, December 26th, started in the store with no employees. Everybody was borrowed and open to close every single day for 14 days straight at that one. When I took over the Clifford store, I was, I think, 20 days open to close, 7 days a week. And I got tired of not seeing my family. So I looked at my bosses and says, look, I'm, this is not cool. We need people to work in the stores. I have to have time to see my kids, to see my wife. I don't know what they look like anymore. I'm coming home after they're in bed and, I get to see them for a little bit. I would get to see them go to school, and then I would see them maybe for a few minutes before they went to bed. And I wouldn't have any days off during the week to be able to hang out with them or do any kind of fun stuff. So I got so sick of that. And I told my bosses, I said, look, I'm tired of this. You guys don't pay me enough to work open to close every single day, not see my family. You don't pay me enough for this. You guys are asking me to do 3 people's jobs and you're only paying me for one of them. So we need to fix this and just bring some people in. I constantly asked for, and their whole thing was, why don't you go out and recruit? Well, when the fuck am I supposed to go out and recruit when I have to be at the store? By the time I get out of work, all the other retail places have already closed, and I wasn't like we were allowed to leave. We have to have 2x2 coverage all the time. So that means when lunchtime came, it wasn't like I was allowed to go get lunch. I would have to sneak, tell the other person working for me, hey, go in case we got audited by the big bosses. And then why you don't have one person here? You're going to be in trouble, all this stuff. So it was a pain. It's a pain in the backside. I just finally fed up with it. So we had a manager come in, and one of the district managers come in. He kind of worked for a little bit, and we built a relationship, and he saw that, yes, this guy's a hardworking person, but he's tired of the situation he's going to be in. He took off to go for 2 different company, and then said, hey, come on with me. We'll go over here. So I took over this other job. I work for Spectrum now, and they basically gave me a 50% increase in take-home pay. So yeah, that's a huge boost. So yeah, huge boost. So I'm looking forward to that. So this week, new guys coming in. He came in, came in yesterday, and I gave my company the opportunity to match the deal that I got, and they didn't even want it. They're like, no, we're not going to do that. They didn't even bother countering, counter offer. How about this? This is fine. That's fine. So yeah, today was the last day. I basically woke up, went in, turned my keys in, shook some hands, and said bye, everybody, and went home. So yeah, that was part of the week. And then, oh man, I started this new meal plan, right? I share with everybody. I probably overshare, but whatever. I woke up one day and stepped on the scale and was over 300 pounds and said, this has got to stop. I'm not going to survive past 45, 50 years old if I continue this route. And it's not like I eat terribly, right? It's not that I eat bad. It's just I don't eat right. I'm not one of these people that, I just, mow down a whole bunch of food. I'll eat twice, maybe 3 times a day. It's just I used to eat the wrong like macros, like the percentages were just way out of whack. So, and then with my knees being what they are, my back being what it is, it's tough to be as active as I used to be. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I was in a gym every single day, 2-3 hours a day before I went to work. Then I would go work at a bar, standing up, walking around all day. So I was in really good shape. Had kids, couldn't go to the I felt like an asshole going to the gym, leaving, my wife who was up all night with the kids, or if I were up all night with the kids, I would feel like an asshole just going to, oh, hey, babe, here, take care of the kids. I'll be back. I'm gonna go fuck off for a little bit. So I felt bad. So I stopped going to the gym at that time and taking care of the kids and helping, doing the things that a parent's supposed to do, right? A good parent, a good partner supposed to do. So and then as you get older, my goodness, things don't work like they used to. And yeah, so anyway, so I started this new new meal plan. And according to this meal plan and what the whole way the micronutrients and macros and all that stuff works, I have to consume 253 grams of protein a day. Do you know how difficult it is to eat 253 grams of protein a day? I got one of those, protein powders, whey protein things, Ghost. It's an Oreo blend. It sounds like it's good. When you first get it, like, oh, it's not too bad, I can take it. But when you have to drink 3 of those a day on top of eating a whole bunch of chicken and it's just, oh my goodness. Oh man, it's tough. So I'm trying to use this stuff to get to a point where there's not as much weight on my joints anymore. It's a little less on my back. Because I tried to exercise and try and work out earlier this week, doing planks and some old man stuff that wasn't too intense, and I twisted my back, and I almost couldn't go into work today because last night I was like fucking dragging my legs. I needed a cane. It was terrible. It was bad. I just couldn't, I couldn't do it. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. I'm not saying it's been a bad week. It's just been an interesting week. You learn a lot of stuff about yourself. I don't look at adversity as something that's bad and terrible. I look at it as, well, what did I learn? So I try to keep a positive outlook on it. Fact, it says I snack way too much, but never eat chicken. What was that? Never eat what? Damn it. Stupid. I snack way too much, but never eat chicken sausage. Thank Gord. I don't think I've ever had chicken sausage. Let's see who else. Cliff says, I'm on a diet right now. It's not for the faint of heart, though. Yeah, it's tough. Adjusting is tough. And I was trying to give myself like 2 to 3 weeks before I started like intense workout, because I do plan on getting back into the gym. I do plan on lifting weights, especially with all this protein that I'm ingesting. My goodness, I should be able to bulk up some muscle really fast and help burn fat both the inside and out, which is what I need to do. And Annie says, yeah, I've been there. Yeah, it's, my goodness. The keto diet is not necessarily bad. It's bad to do for a long period of time. The keto diet is something you're supposed to do to get yourself into a maintenance period or a maintenance weight. And that's one thing that a lot of these newer fitness people and dietitians are talking about this. Say, well, it's cool. What you need to do is you need to do it in stages, right? So unless you are severely obese and you need to really cut a whole bunch of weight really fast for your hearts and joints and whatnot, I mean, I guess I could be considered severely obese according to BMI index and all that stuff. I don't know, whatever. But you should do, like, I'm supposed to lose 30 pounds and then go into a maintenance period to maintain my weight. That way, you know what I mean? It's not so drastic. I'm right now with just the level of activity that I've got and the meal planning that I'm doing, I should be losing about 2 pounds a week. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna go back and speak to the dietitian and person who's helping me out with this to see if I'm, if this is accurate, to make sure that I'm doing this correct. So they're all. Hopefully, maybe it's just my scale needs some batteries or something. Let's see here. Who's debated? Oh, yes, he has debated. Yes, he has debated. MC Robert Caslow. So when you get into shape, will he give us a pole dance? I don't think there's a pole out there that can hold me up, so probably not. Yeah, Charlie, I don't wish your issues on anyone. That could be really difficult. You're dealing with an opposite type of problem. No, not at all, Mr. Andrea. Don't do that. Right? Don't do that. You don't have to shut up. No, it's a different struggle for different people. So overeating is a problem. Undereating is equally as a problem. They're both dangerous for your health, right? Because you need nutrients. So yeah, you're losing an average of a pound a day. My goodness, that's pretty tough. Are you just cutting? Are you just operating under a caloric deficit, or are you actually like running and lifting weights and all that stuff? Old school says hashtag at the plot hole pole dance. There we go. My goodness. But so yeah, I mean, you get a lot of people that a lot of the folks that have the opposite problem that I have. Like if I think about a hamburger, my ass gains like 10 pounds. But I don't mean my physical ass. It just mean me, right? But there are some people out there that can just eat for days and eat and eat and eat and never gain an ounce. I call those people lucky. I'm kidding. I'm just cutting a bunch of fat and calories and getting a little bit of exercise. That's cool. Most people eat more with stress. I basically stopped. In 7 days when mom was dying in ICU, I lost 20 pounds in one damn week. Yeah, whenever I fight bouts of depression, that's the thing. I'll either stop eating altogether, and yeah, I'll drop. Like I've got down to 260 once a few years ago because of, there was a lot of stress in my life and but yeah, 5 days a week, I eat one meal and still can't lose a pound, says NA. Yeah, I went through that too. So whenever I was doing the cut for Nail Gun, I actually I was at 215 and I cut down to I was at 315 and I cut down to $300. I cut for $300, 300 pounds. I cut 15 pounds in 6 weeks. And I basically just fasted for 24 hours and had one meal. Anna Sherlock says, at the plot hole started late to catch up. I listened to you at 1.5 and you still sounded great. Thank you very much. Yeah, Charlie, I do the same thing. I just stop eating, and it's not, I don't know what it is. I just don't think about eat. For me, it's more, I need to focus on getting out of the funk, getting out of the depression. So I have to find something to hyper focus on, and I shut everything else out, right? I shut all the other stuff, all the other pressures, all the other, whatever, hunger, anger, all that, shut it all out. And I just hyper focus on one thing. And I just fucking run it over like a bullet train as soon as I can, because getting to that hyper focusing on that helps bring me out of that depression, helps bring me out of that just blood. And then the problem is oh fucking hell, I'm really fucking hungry and I eat too fast. So I'll eat really fast. And by the time, it's all said and done, I've like eaten 4 freaking pizzas. Not really, but you guys understand. You guys get what I'm saying. Last time I lost, what does it say? Last time I lost a lot of weight, it turned out my gallbladder was bad. A few months after surgery, I started gaining weight again. That's a funny thing that happens. Yeah. A pound a day is almost the limit of safe loss. Yeah, really, a pound a day is that's pretty extreme. But I mean, some people, as long as you're monitored, you know what I mean. You let people, you talk to your doctors and stay active and getting the nutrients that you need, taking your supplements to make sure you're getting your vitamins and minerals and whatnot, and drinking plenty of water, stay hydrated. Yeah, I mean, extreme weight loss is dangerous, but if you're doing it the right way, it's very beneficial for a lot of people. Rob Park says, I eat almost solely sweets when I'm depressed, pure sugar and fat diet. Yeah. And that's the problem. And see, this is another thing that a lot of people don't realize is that sugar turns into fat pretty quick. 2 to 3 pounds a week is good. Yeah. I'm trying to get to where I'm losing 2 pounds a week. That way in 10 weeks, I've lost 20 pounds, which, I mean, that'll put me under 300, close to 290, 280, which that's right where I need to be. I mean, that's where I'll probably go into a maintenance phase for a week or two where I'm able to just eat a little bit and then, keep my weight where it is and then go back on another deficit to figure out, because the more you weigh, the more protein you have to eat. So as I drop weight, there's less protein, makes it a little easier. But some may say I'm not doing it the right way, but I know I can do it safely because I did it before. Yeah. Again, as long as you just keep an eye on your health and all that stuff, make sure you talk to your doctor if something adverse happened and you're getting your nutrients, man. Like I said, some people, you probably know your body better than most. Robert Caswell says, so is Nathan Thompson done with Flat Earth? No, he's not. He is kind of, but he'll be back. He's like herpes. You can't get rid of him. Can't get rid of Nathan Thompson. It is what it is, though. What can we do? All right. I was going to look up something. I forgot what I was going to look up. See, this is what happens when you get old. You start to do something and you forget. Like, oh, yes, I was going to do this thing. And then it's like, no, you weren't. Yes, no, you weren't. So who caught the video today? Who caught the fictitious video today? Flat Derb in the house says, I need some Nathan content. Yeah, I think Danny Boys should have been giving you lots of content too. Flirts will never stop flirting, said Tragic. That's true. Don't go with the Biggest Loser standards. Yeah, what people don't realize in the Biggest Loser. Well, I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe people do realize, but those guys are all heavily monitored by doctors, and there's a lot of people that are keeping their fingers on their pulses to make sure that they're not going to get hurt or hurt themselves. So. What was this? Uh-oh. No, I have to check that out. We have to check that out later. Sorry. Anyway, so you guys saw the video, the fictitious manager, all rise and stand. Did you see Wally's video on Gigantor? It was confusing AF. I didn't see that one. Send it to me in Discord. I'll check it out. Just wait for the pot farm to throw him out. He'll be back at it. Yeah, he's going to need a new grift, because if he tries to pull the same type of stuff on the legitimate business that he's working for that he did with Witsit and everybody else, they're not going to stand for that. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to work that job. He did the whole Flat Earth grift because people paid him. Flat Earth paid him money. And when that whole Witsit thing happened, people saw him for who he really was on his side, just a con man. And he lost all the support, so he had to go get a job. Did you ever see the Australian woman who claimed to be a breatharian? A TV network put her to the test. She barely made it 24 hours before doctors told her to throw in the towel. Yeah, that whole thing is that breatharian shit. My goodness. Gina Schaefer. Frictitious is freaking made up. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. I thought it was hilarious. I saw this video on Reddit, and I'm just thinking to myself, is she getting tongue tied? Is she trying to say fictitious, but she's also thinking of fraudulent, and she's putting them together? No, she's not. She really thinks the word, or she really is saying the word as fictitious because she says it over and over and over and over and over and over again. My goodness. Facty cool, but please no more fake bacon. Yeah, don't fake out bacon. Yes, he is. I agree. He is just as much a con man as and then of course all of them are con man. I agree 100%. Hey Angie, good to see you. How you doing? Hope all is well. Handmade. What are you making handmade, Facty? Handmade bacon? You're gonna make your own bacon? Interesting. But yeah. So I saw that and I said, man, I gotta do this one. And of course, it's all the AT&T guy freaking out, the racist jackass. I'm gonna tell you a story about the time that I worked at T-Mobile. We had somebody call in looking for deals switching from whoever, didn't matter. Wanted about deals. So the guy we had in training handed me, I was a senior rep at the time, handed me the information. He's like, here, check this out. Here is, whatever. Here's a lead for you, whatever. So I talked to this guy a few times and he said he was going to come in, whatever. A couple of, like a week or two later, I call him up and ask him, hey, are you still interested in this, that, and the other, whatnot? And this fool, I wish I were making this up because I was taken aback, and I shouldn't have been because of the area that I was in. I knew the area that I was in. I used to live in the area that I worked in, and I knew the kind of people that are around there. But brain training, what the Nathan? But I call him up and ask him if he's still interested, and he says, no, man, you guys ain't got no deals for white people. Them deals are for N-words and Mexicans. And usually when I'm confronted with racism, I tell the person to go fuck themselves. But because, I only had dealings with this person over the telephone, not once had I ever got the impression that he was a racist. I was like, what? I didn't know what to do at the time. I was just taken aback. I was like, oh, wow, that was blatantly racist. So I said, well, you have yourself a fucked day. And I hung up on the guy. It took me a second, though. But yeah, so I've dealt with that type of mentality, that racist mentality. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't stand racism. It's never been something that I was. When growing up, I went to a few different places, lived in a few different places out in not West Texas, but West Fort Worth types areas. A little bit past like Lake Worth and Azle and Reno and Springtown, Poolville. Like how farther you got into the country bumpkin areas, the closer you got to to this day, there's still an active chapter of the Ku Klux Klan out there, which boggles my mind that I'm still that close to, like that type of racism. But when I was at Poolville Elementary, it was 100% white people. There were the only Mexican people there were my brothers and I. And I don't look Mexican, so they didn't know. They used to give my younger brother all kinds of shit because they thought his name was Jesus. I'll let you put the pieces together. I get paranoid when that happens. I wonder what I did that made that person think it was okay to be openly racist. It's not that you didn't do anything. That's the thing. You didn't do anything. They're the piece of shit. That's all it is. They are pieces of shit. Point blank and period. Angie says, in third grade, my friend Shannon told me she couldn't come to my birthday party because I was brown. Yeah, that type of stuff is fucked up. Anyway, so here I am. I think it was fifth grade, it was either fourth or fifth grade out in Poolville. And we're doing whatever. And they had people coming out to fix or an addition or something. Some kind of construction was going on. And they just happened to have a black person in their crew. And oh my God, did these freaking fifth graders lose their shit when they saw a black person on their school campus. I thought I was going to see a tiny little lynch mob go grab their hoods, their six shooters, and their ropes. It just blew my mind. And the teacher sat there, didn't say a fucking word, just kind of looked around like, what the fuck is going on right now? Here we are. We have a whole bunch of kids that just openly spouted some racist bullshit. Teacher's not doing a damn thing about it. Here I am sitting there thinking, fuck, if they found out that I was half Mexican, would they fucking want to lynch me too? What the fuck? And I got to the point where I just got fed up with it. I said, look, you guys are just pissed off because that guy makes more money than all your fucking hillbilly inbred fathers combined. And then I turned around and walked out of that classroom. It was fucked. I don't know, because I grew up in an interracial relationship during the 80s, which again is not that long ago, but it was still kind of frowned upon. My father is Mexican, and he spent all kinds of time in the Air Force, and my brother's godfather was a black man that served with my father. His name was Linton Green. They were over all the time. We just grew up around people. We never thought anything of it. I never thought anything. Oh, he's black and I'm not. It wasn't ever a thought that occurred to me, because my parents made sure that we were introduced to all types of people, all types of culture, it just was normal for us. That's what it was important for them to say. This is just normal stuff. We're people. We're all people. We can all get along. No matter what your background is, no matter what the color of your skin is, none of that shit matters. We're people. So it was never a thing to me to see black folk, white folk, Mexican folk, Asian folk. It was like, oh, there's an Asian person. No, there's a black person. No, that was never a thing. And then sitting there and listening to these kids that I went to school with every single day, fucking like ready to lynch this guy. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I? And then we moved out. My mother got accepted to Baylor University in Waco. So we go to Waco, and holy fuck, I'm sitting in some assembly. I think this was 7th or 8th grade. So I'm sitting in some assembly, and all of a sudden I hear these fools start. And the school that I went to, there was a lot more diverse than Springtown, Azle, Poolville, right? So I think Poolville was 100% white, with the exception of my brothers and I. That's no joke. That is, we were the only three that were not, white folk, even though we looked white. When I went to Azle, there were like 5 black kids, and they're all the same family. And, we had probably 10% Mexican population, maybe 15% Mexican population, but it was still, the majority were white folk. Springtown, again, more majority white folks, some Mexican folk out there too. But when I got to Waco and went to that school district, it was really diverse. There were a lot of black people, a lot of Mexican people. There were some Asian people. It was a good mix. It was still majority white though, but it was a good mix, right? So I thought, oh, this is cool. This is what I like. All people getting along and not worrying about the color of each other's skin. Everybody's, they're cliques and whatnot. But Angie, no, I have not been to Sinton, Texas. I have not. What's up, Joe? Good to see you. But it was like cool. It was like awesome. I can kind of breathe a little bit, not have to worry so much about that racism. And that's when I learned that no, there's still going to be racism and overt racism even in a school that's as diverse as this place was. Now, granted, I say that like it was super, like, even 50. No, it wasn't. It was just the most diverse school I'd been to at the time, where we had multiple families of different races and nationalities. We had, this is the first time that I went to school with people that were of Middle Eastern descent, which I thought was cool because, again, I'd love to get to know. I was always a kid that would walk around and find these guys like, hey, tell me about your culture? Tell me about this. Tell me about that. Tell me about what life is like. How is your life different? What do you do? What are things that you do are different? Because it's always fascinated me to learn about other people's cultures. And so one day here we are, we're sitting in assembly, and I hear this group of kids yelling the N-word, and I look back, and here is this group of kids that I don't want to say routinely hung out with, but I had hung out with from time, people I'd spoken to on a regular basis. And here they are verbally harassing this black girl because she's black. And I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? This is not okay. Here they are. They got this girl in tears for absolutely nothing that she can control or that she should feel ashamed about. Absolutely nothing. And here these kids verbally harass. My God, it blew my mind. It made me, I just didn't understand. I've never understood that mentality. Really never understood the mentality. It was never something that, I've never looked at somebody as being less of a person because of something as stupid as the color of their skin. So yeah, that was really shocking to me at those ages. It's so, I say so young, but yeah, my goodness. And the George says, it's crazy because I remember in 5th grade, I went to a school with all white kids, and I remember my gym teacher called Obama the N-word pretty loudly during class one day. That right there kills me. We had when I graduated from Arlington Heights, we had a white basketball coach who, on one of the away games, told one of the black basketball players to go sit in the back, go sit in the back of the bus. And he was fired almost immediately, which is exactly what should happen. Racism should not be tolerated in any school whatsoever. None, zero, zilch, especially by faculty or administration. Should not happen. Just crazy. I lived in Texas for a bit. I lived in Corpus, then Sinton, and all you literally can do is sit and Sinton. There was a black church, white church, Mexican church, and one grocery store. There are a lot of places like that in Texas. Yeah, absolutely. That just, all you have is racism is usually inherited. Well, I won't say inherited, but it is passed down. Yeah. You told the principal, and I don't think he ever got disciplined anyway. See, that right there just boggles my mind. I grew up in a small French town, went to Catholic school. Everyone was French, so we made fun of the skinny guy. That same skinny guy would kick my ass now. Well, we used to do a lot of things whenever we were kids that, Did you see Owen from the Telltale Channel where she recorded the gym teacher preaching to the kids while in public school? That shouldn't happen either. Sorry. Shouldn't happen. I'm sorry. Look, I'm not saying you shouldn't believe in what you believe in or the hell you want to believe in. But in public school, that shit doesn't need to be preached at all, period. Sorry. That makes you not like my channel anymore, then, oh well, I'll deal with that as it comes. But yeah, I'm a firm believer in separation of church and state. I think that, I think that it's not something that should be done, right? I don't have a problem with history teaching about the history of religion. We're teaching about the history of the Catholic, teach about the history of the Muslim religion, the Jewish religion, so on and so forth. I don't have a problem with that. or how religion has influenced whatever. I don't have a problem with that either. But to sit there and say, hey, this is what blah 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 blah. Oh boy, we got another one of these idiots. Mod, you know what to do. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to put you on a. Let's see here. No, where is it? All right, slow mode is on for a minute. Time him out. Get rid of him. You guys know what to do. There we go. Oh, this guy. What a loser. You're a loser, dude. That's what you are. You're a loser. Yep. Just a loser with nothing else better to do with your time than do this stupid shit that doesn't really bother anybody. You think you're doing something special, but you're not. You're not anything special. Okay. You're a loser. Go look in the mirror, and staring back at you is going to be a loser. That's what you are. That's all you are. Yep. So we'll give it a second. We'll give it a second, and then I'll take slow-mo off. We'll see what happens. You know, these idiots. Yep. Time him out. Hide him. All that stuff. Get rid of him. Just a loser. Just a loser who doesn't know what a computer is for. Like, you can have so much fun on your computer, really. But this is how you choose to spend your time. By doing stupid shit like this. Because again, you're a loser. You are a loser. So yeah, he should be blocked now. And if he comes back, you know, that's actually a really good question, Marvel Girl. Loser. We want to know what it's like to know that your parents don't want you. Anyway, keep after him. What a loser. Yep, on with the show. Fuck the trolls. That's right. You just keep whacking them as they come up. No big deal. Like I said, this idiots like this think that bringing this stupid shit into somebody's side chat does anything other than just keep our at the bottle. You can live add words to the. I need to check that out. Basic trigonometry. I need to check it out. I think so. I think I'll have to look. But yes, this person has been banned, but I don't know. It seems that they are. Yeah, they're all different channels, which is fine. I don't care. How because it's the same name, just a bunch of different channels. And all he is an asshole looking for attention. Yeah, exactly, Glober Mom. Exactly. That's all it is. You know. Oh, see more. Ooh, you are so dude. Do you know how cool you are? You know how cool you are while doing that? So cool. So glad you're just like, you know, you're just so cool because you can do that. That's amazing. Just so amazing. My goodness. Anyway, so yeah, you guys keep on. He's gonna have all the sock accounts in there. Just hit him as he goes. Oh no, show's not ruined. Show's not ruined. I'm not worried about idiots like this fool. Just keep putting him in timeout. Keep blocking him. Don't worry about this fool. Like I said, someone is getting off on trolling in his mama's basement on Friday night. Yep, exactly. Yep. It's sad, really, that this is what people think. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do this stuff because I'm cool. You're not cool. You're not cool. Nothing cool about you. I got all night, dude. You come on, bring them all. I got all night. I don't care. My mods are pretty cool about taking care of this stuff too. So, yes, he does need a life, or he or she needs a life. This person needs a life. They think that this is, oh, I'm so cool. Whatever. Like I said, go look in the mirror, dude. You're a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser. Anyway, so yeah, here we are dealing with stupid trolls because that's just what we do. Whoa. Have you seen Snake Eyes? I haven't seen it in a long time. I have seen Snake Eyes, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Let's see here. Do that. Let me do this. I tell you what, let me do this really quick. Give me a second here. For today, we are going to do something interesting. Give me just a second. Hang on a second. It's taking me just a minute, but don't worry. It's going to be worth it. All right, I think I got everybody. Let's see. Just making sure. It's going to take me just a second, but I promise it's going to be worth it. All right. That's what I'm about to do. Give me a sec. All right, I think I have everybody. Now let's go to this one. All right. Give me just a second. Oh, wrong one. All right. Now, boom. Takes care of that dumb shit. There we go. Boom. Haha, loser. Anyway, I mean, if you want to send all of your, send all your boys to subscribe, it's cool. I got another one I can do. I mean, we got some more. I got more that I can do for you guys. Cool. Nerth and Termson, how is this possible? There we go. I know, and Sherlock, what new people. Here's the thing: if you really are new and you should know how to get a hold of me. Well, yes, you should, but there are ways to get a hold of me. We'll figure it out. We'll let this guy spend a little bit of time. He'll get bored and move on. Then I'll change it back. Yeah, Martina, I need to figure out how to do that, and I will. I think I can do that through Stream Labs. Just put a block list, a banned word list. Old school, if he does subscribe, I got a way to get around that too. So, let's see here. Sleet says, when trolls subscribe, comment, and like your videos just to spite you, you win. Exactly. Martin H. Yeah, every now and again, this loser likes to do the same thing. He tries to hit all my live streams and do that stuff because I called him a basic bitch one time. I know it's the same person. I didn't know either. Negative exponents. I didn't either, but I think you can do it in Streamlabs. I'm not sure if I can do it. I might be able to do it in. I might be able to do it in. I forget where. Let me see here. Let me look. We're going to permissions. No. Channel. No. Advanced settings. No. Dang it. Community. It's got to be here. Blocked words. Aha. See? We're learning. Cool. Basic bitch. Is that like a Python bitch? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. All right, cool. Now I can be. Let's give that a go. We'll see if that works. I think that's going to work because I blocked those words. I'm not sure if it takes effect at any time, but okay, here we go. Oh, let me take off slow-mo. Thank you guys for bearing with that. There we go. All right, there we go. Block the words. Yeah, Joe Whip, never too old to learn. It's good. I knew I could do that. I don't know, for some reason I never did till now. So see, I look at losers like that, and instead of being, oh, okay, well, no, it's adversity, and we figured it out. We figured it out together. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. Yeah, Angie, that's all it is. Says, wow, what a sick individual. He really gets off by hurting people unless he's absolutely the most immature, fuckwit child ever, and he's bored. That's probably all that. That's all that. So there we go. A lot of people have wrenches and spanners. Don't abuse them. You're good. I mean, most people here are cool, so I don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about you guys. Wait, you definitely got hit by bots with that many thumbs down. Oh, I'm sure I did, and that's fine. YouTube will go back in there and fix it. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. YouTube will go back and see that there are bots. It's fine. But in the meantime, go ahead and go back through there and do what you can to combat that by giving me all the thumbs up you can give me. It's just cool that. So the funny thing about that is you can, like, they think that it's a bad thing, right? To give us a whole bunch of thumbs down. Like, that's not, dude. It's the same thing as a thumbs up. YouTube sees it as interaction. That's all they care about. So yeah. He said all we did this together. So we get a teen. Whoa. Hashtag team plot hole trending. Yeah, buddy. Oh, the fantasy league. So Negative Exponents has been talking to me about doing a fantasy football league. If you are interested, we need to get this stuff pretty quick. So if you like, well, look, they figured out a way to. They figured out a way. I mean, you know, it happens. So let's go back to here and we'll do it again. We will do it again. Boom. There we go. There we go. Yeah, old school. He's really just showing his ignorance. That's true. All right. We'll take care of that. I probably didn't add all the words I needed to add. It's my mistake, but it is fixable. All right. Anyway. Yeah, it's probably the way he's typing. It's true, Nathan Termson. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can. Anna Sherlock, because the same trolls that are trying to spam and spam bomb the stream, the side chat, they're doing the you know, oh, I'm gonna thumbs down. So whatever. Like I said, it actually works. Whoever this is, I pissed him off. I think it was on he was on Team Skeptics channel, and I called him a loser and basic bitch, and he got all pissed off, or she got all pissed. Whoever it is got all, I'm willing to bet it's a guy, because whatever. Yeah, exactly, Cliff. A dislike still helps the channel, so it shows interaction. Imagine if he put his talents to good use, but is it really talent to be able to spam bomb stupid words? I don't know. Maybe just Andrew says he needs love. Yep. Oh, is this that fire in a theater guy from Yanks ago? Probably. Oh, probably. Oh, Facty, you didn't get a mod? What? Where are you at, Facty? There you are. Hang on. I'll fix it. I fix it. I figix. My kids used to, that's what they used to say. Figix. I figix. Where'd you go, Facty? I just had you. What the hell? Old man trying to take. There he is. Boom. There we are. Cool. All right. Oh, he's not making you ugly. He couldn't make you ugly. Look at that pretty face. Boom, right there. Couldn't make you ugly. Do you feel like a bachelor being in a house alone? It kind of. It's a little weird though, because you know usually my youngsters come up here at least 4 times to say hello and whatnot, and that's cool. And that's you know I enjoy those interactions. Even a lot of people look at that like, oh man, no, I want my kids to come here and have fun. Sometimes they can't because the subjects are a little, you know, sensitive. But H Jasper E says, "Morning all plot hole mods facty. Hello, good morning. Good to see you." I says, I'm getting a lot of wrenches on a lot of channels. I might be spending too much time on YouTube. It's possible, but you know, we're having fun. That's all it is. Have fun. Do your thing as long as you're having fun. Anyway, let's see. All but over internet chat. Yeah, I mean, it's stupid. People get all weird, but anyway. like I said, I don't let it bother me. What is bothering me, though, is my coffee mug is empty. So I'm going to take just a quick break, just like just a 2, maybe 30-second break. So I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I promise we'll be right back. I promise. Oh no, is it over? That was quick. All right, I'm back. Moderator. Oh man. So here I am. Cliff says I have a wrench on probably 15 channels now. The only channels I ever lost them on were FTFE and the Shills. I pretty much stopped watching both. Flat Earth is dead. Yeah, it is dead. I'm sorry. I know, dead air, doink. I need to get a better intermission music anyways. I have like the rest of today, tomorrow, and Sunday off before I start my new job. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna get some. I was supposed to have a rough cut of the documentary done, and I don't. Don't tell Eugene. I don't. So that's it. That's the update on the documentary. Is that I've got a pretty good skeleton of the narrative. I just need to kind of fine tune it and then put some stuff in between. Try some Oscar Peterson. That'd be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I'm actually gonna have a long weekend. So the kids and the family get back to here. How young? Get back tomorrow. How young is too young to talk to your children about ritual genital circumcision? I don't know. I think that's up to you. It's up to your kids too. Every kid is going to be a little bit different. Some can handle it younger, some can't. So Charlie Welch says, yep, FE is down to the absolute most disgusting people, too toxic and gross to be entertaining anymore. There are some. It's the dregs. We're getting to the dregs, the bottom of the soup barrel. 18 to 35 says NA. maybe 18 to 35. Yeah. My goodness. Anyway, so the documentary, I've got a good skeleton of the narrative. I'm being as honest as I can without, let's stop that for a second because it sounds like I'm trying to be dishonest, and I'm not. What I'm trying to do is, all the creators that I have so much they wanted to say about these topics. It was very difficult to get it all condensed down into something that was going to be consumable within either, I'm looking probably 20, 30 minutes max, with credits and whatnot. So I'm trying to condense all this. Like I said, there's a lot of good material, a lot of things I'm gonna have to leave on the cutting room floor, and I feel a little bad about it, but you know, I'm trying to represent what they said honestly. With cutting, I have to make cuts because watch documentary and tell me how many times you watch one person talk for 8 minutes straight without, and that's all you see. You don't see that, so you got to kind of cut it up a little bit. I'm letting the narrative tell itself, really. So I'm not trying to be one of those documentary filmmakers that change the Mexican Bob. Yes, you are. Hang on a second. We've had some interesting things happen. So just because now this is only temporary, I promise. Once I get everything fixed, I don't want you to think that if you lose your spanner later on that it's something personal. It's not. It really isn't. It's just because we're dealing with assholes. You guys aren't assholes. You guys are awesome. At the plot hole, if they are not old enough to ask on their own, they're not old enough to talk about it. That's one way to think about it as well. So that is one way to think about it. Again, it's your kids better than most. So, that there you go. Anyway, so I don't want to misrepresent what each one of these creators has to say. Because again, what they have to say is the narrative, right? So we're talking to creators about the things that YouTube does that are questionable or that could use some fine tuning and whatnot. So they really are telling the narrative. I don't have to go and manipulate anything to make it fit. So I want to accurately represent what they have to say. And that's probably the most difficult part is, going through these 30-minute, 45-minute, sometimes hour-long conversations that I had with creators. Excuse me. Going with these creators and pulling out the related clips, the important clips of what they're saying, without removing the meaning and the context of what they're saying. So that is a little difficult, but that's where we're at right now. So I'm getting the skeleton put together and I'm putting it, pulling in other source videos, and I still have a little bit of B-roll to catch, one more interview to film, and then I think it's, like I said, it should be good to go. I want to have this in the can by the end of August. That way I can submit to some film festivals. So I may not be able to screen this. I might have to do private screenings. So I think what I'll do for all channel members and patrons, I'll have a private screening first. So that way, you get something for your money. Because look, when you guys constantly give me money, which I absolutely 100% appreciate everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed, channel members, patrons, whatever, super chats, all that stuff. You guys are amazing. You know what I mean? I started this channel just a little over a year ago and never thought that, say, hey, let's have some fun, see what happens. Support of the Plot Hole podcast, of this thing that we're doing right here. And we started doing Faxy. So we talk about that very thing right there, talking about I hate when YouTube is removing your video without removing the source video. Exactly. But yeah, so the people that have given me their monetary support, I want to give them something in return. So I'll probably do that first. I'll have the channel members and patrons, all current channel members and patrons, when I release, we'll have a private screening, probably via Discord. So be sure to get into the Discord chat room or Discord room if you haven't done so yet. And anybody who wants to, even if you want to, just August, I don't care. As long if you're a current channel member or a current patron, I'll do that for you. And then a little later, depending on what the film festival schedule is like, I'll open it up to everybody. I'll probably do that, stream it through the Discord channel until exhausted it in the film festival circuit, and then I'll put it on YouTube. So there we go. There we go. Speaking of, what's wrong with the finger guns, guys? Says H Jasper E. Where are the finger guns? That's a good question. Let's see if it'll let me do finger guns, because it's weird. Boom, 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 boom. See, it gets real slow like. There it goes. Everyone needs finger guns. That's true. I agree. And for as little as $1.99, you too can have the finger guns emoji. You can have the flaming devil horns emojis and the face palming Godzilla emoji. That's all I'm saying. Let's see here. Hey Rob, when is your report on the Blue Origin and the giant penile measuring contest? When is that coming out? I did not, but I too would like to see that. Anna says I wasn't aware of racism until I moved to the U.S. It's a sad thing. Commander Darklight, give a new YouTube member. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. He's a headbanger. Look at you. Late next week. Awesome. I'm looking forward to that one. Archangel says beautiful segue. It was kind of a hard left there. Been feeling a bit under the weather and slammed at work. I completely know the slammed at work feeling. I wanted to make sure that the new manager, when he took over, he wouldn't have to do anything that I was supposed to do. He wouldn't be responsible for any of the things that were put on my plate. I wanted to make sure that when he officially took the store today, that it was turnkey, ready to go. I had all my operations done. I had all the cleaning, everything that I could do. I made sure it was done. And it was, all he had to do is take over the sales portion of it, right? And then keep up with the ops. Whatever he does now from him, that's on him. Commander Dark says, I'm a headbanger from way back. I believe it. But yeah, so like I said, I worked my ass off this week trying to get everything just neat, tidy, organized. I mean, I run a tight ship to begin with. I've always had the cleanest store. I've always had one of the best operations, or the best operations in store. My inventory was always well within limits. There was a few times where some wonky shit happened, but because I kept all of my operations so neat and tidy, I brought everything I needed to bring to the people who said, no, this is wrong and this is wrong. I'm like, no, here's all the stuff here. Boom. I can prove what I did. Here it is. So, yeah, it's definitely, it was work just to make sure it was all good to go. Like I said, I wanted to go back and kind of extra clean and rearrange and make sure everything was nice and presenting. So yeah, the doctors can replace your ass. That's true. Nicki Minaj knows all about that. Nicki Minaj. My goodness. What did I watch with her in it? Oh gosh, what was that movie? Barbershop, Back in Business or something. I think it was what it was. She was terrible. She was terrible in that movie. Very, very bad. Very bad. Beaver C says, at the plot hole, Johnny, thanks to you, I spent the afternoon rewatching Student Bodies. You can thank JL for that one. Although it was funny, right? So I was able to find it with the Pluto.tv thing. JL made me feel stupid. But no, that was a good one. It was a lot of fun. It's slapsticks. Well, I wouldn't call that slapstick, but that very satirical comedy stuff. It's fun. It's fun to watch every now and again. Good organization and documentation can save your butt at work. Absolutely. Again, learning from younger years and earlier management roles where I wasn't as thorough as I am today, that got me in trouble then. So I wanted to make sure that, going forward, here it is. I make sure I went above and beyond. I did more than just I wouldn't just keep receipts of this, of like outbound shipments or whatever. I made sure and kept, I would always print out 2 copies of each STO, 2 copies of I know this is all probably boring bullshit, but I kept all my paperwork, every bit of paperwork to keep. I kept it, and I could readily show somebody. They would come back and say, "Hey, this was missing." I'm like, nope, it was on. It was on my here. Boom, STO was done at this date at this time. You can go back to the cameras and watch me do this. I had one outbound shipment that ended up being stolen, and the receiving place, instead of saying it wasn't received and filing a misshipment, what they did is they reversed it back into my inventory, causing me to have like a $7,000 loss. But because of the way that I kept my paperwork, I was able to go back date and exact time. They went back and looked in the cameras and looked at the security system and watched me pack the box. So they knew that I did what I was supposed to do. But yeah. Imagine if Minaj was Nikki's middle name and her last name was I think she should have went with that. She should have went with Menage a Trois. There's enough ass there for 5 people. I have a problem with my Boost phone, sir. That's a Wendy's. Yep. Oh, you'd be surprised how many people come in. I'm on Metro. Well, cool. You need to go to a Metro store. But aren't you the same place? We're owned by the same company, but no, we're not the same place. Metro's different. I mean, that one I can understand because it says, Metro by T-Mobile. Oh, screw it. No, they get mad at me, but what are you going to do? Not anymore. Ha ha. Anyway. So that's coming. Oh, the YouTube announcement thing that I wanted to talk about. YouTube is now adding a new super it's super, what is it, super comment or super applause or some shit like that. It's basically the old applause thing they used to do. So now what you can do is, right now super chats is really for premieres and live streaming. So what they're doing is they're doing a super applause or super, I forget what it's called, but some shit like that, super applause or whatever, that you can go while watching a video that's out. You can actually, donate. I think they're doing 4 different, 4 different increments. I think it's like 5, 10, 20, and 50. I don't know. It seems kind of weird. What do you guys think? Is that something you guys would use? Not that I'm trying to whatever, but I'm just curious. I'm just curious how, because to me, when I watched the announcement and kind of looked and saw what they were doing, I don't know. It just didn't seem like it was it seems like it's nice. And maybe again, it's more made for the bigger channels, like the, millions of subscribers channels, because it just seems like this is something that most people wouldn't do. Like most people aren't going to, I love this video so much, I'll give you $3 or $5 or $50 or whatever. But if it's, if it's like 10% of 25 million people are doing it, that's a significant amount of people doing it for the bigger channels. But if it's 10%, it's like, I mean, again, I don't know. It just seems weird. It seems like it's, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of it? I'm curious. Applaud or clip, seen both. Yeah, something like that. Super applause, I think is what it is. Radical Schroding, I have it. Yeah, I'm not big enough to have it. Yeah, I would use it the number of times I wanted to donate, but I missed the live stream. I got you. I don't know. It just I don't know. It felt weird to me, right? Seems like smaller channels won't want this. It would be a trickle at best. Here's the thing. I will say one thing about that, Archangel. Give your favorite YouTubers a clap. Yep. I will say this, Archangel, that when the $2, like the $2, I think is, well, even the $1, like the $1 super chat that just, I'll give you $1. That's more money I'll make off of your involvement than the next like 1,000 videos that you watch. So I'm always grateful for every little bit that people put in the tip jar. Always grateful for it. I'll never be that guy that gets up here and says, "Hey, send me a whole bunch of super chats," blah, 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 you know. But I'll mention it every now and again, most of the time in jest. And when people, I don't, to me, I don't know, maybe it's imposter syndrome. I don't know what it is, but when people go out of the way to super chat or become members or patrons or whatever, it's just like, man, do I really deserve this? What did I really do to deserve this? And then people are like, hey, you're entertaining people. They appreciate that, you know. I've been in entertainment for decades. You know, being a gigging musician for a while, and you know, that's kind of how you made your money. It was cool if you made money off of, you know, if the venue paid you, you know, you were talking about $50, but you really made money off of tip money. And I don't know, for me, it seemed different, right? Because I felt like it was actually doing something a little bit more. And then I go back and think about all the work that I put in and content creators put into created videos or live streams or, you know, whatever. It's a lot of work. It's almost as much, if not more work than when I was a gigging musician. I had to learn songs and, you know, excuse me. So, you know, like I said, I absolutely appreciate everybody who puts money in the tip jar, everybody who does the Patreon or the channel memberships. You guys are awesome. Like I said, I don't know if I could ever thank you enough. So I hope to be able to give more back sooner than later. Once I figure out how to do the merchandise coupon stuff, once I figure out how to do that with Teespring, then I'll start doing that for the higher tiers. Let's see here. I know they take a percentage, but not really sure on how the analytics work once monetized. Oh, large enough to do this kind of stuff. Vestas, it's dinner time. Take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your dinner. What's for dinner? I'm curious. Oh, absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So you got to think that I think YouTube takes about 30%, give or take, which again, I get well, no, it's probably a little higher. Probably think it's like 40%. Either way, even if I get 50 cents of every dollar that comes in, that's 50 cents of every dollar that I didn't have before. Gary Wyminga says, when do I become a mod? Gary, I don't know. Do you think the 1995 Judge Dredd movie was underrated? Absolutely not. I think the best Stallone movie that came out in the 90s was, I see it. I know what it is. Demolition Man. Because I thought that he and Wesley Snipes really had this really awesome chemistry. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so everybody who's contributed, everybody who, and again, if you can't, it's completely fine. Like I'll get people reaching out and saying, hey, so sorry I had a lapse in my membership or my Patreon. I'm like, dude, it's fine. I totally get it. I really do. I'm just humbled and grateful that you took the time out even to, you know, donate whatever it is that you donated. That to me is amazing in itself. So yeah, you guys don't ever have to, you know, you never have to apologize about, oh, so sorry. You know what? I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? I understand bills. I understand life. I understand if you just don't want to anymore. I get it. You know, I'll never be that guy that's like, oh, I can't believe you stopped a membership. You're a jacket. No, it's, you guys are totally cool. You're just about sleep. You've never seen Demolition Man before? Oh, you're in for a treat. Don't go into it with super high expectations. Like it's going to be the greatest movie ever. Don't go into it with that. Just go into it and enjoy the ride. It really is. It really is fun. Oh, wait. Archangel 3, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the, let's see what we got here. Welcome to the crew. Yeah, show me your finger guns, everybody. But yeah, man, I can't believe you haven't seen Cyberpunk has the three seashells. That has got to be That has got to be one of the best just little gems from that movie, because people to this day, they will always talk about the three seashells. Always. It was the greatest, you know. Suspend your disbelief for Demo Man. Yeah, of course. But see, Mr. Andret, Demolition Man, suspending your disbelief for Demolition Man works because the majority of what happens in Demolition Man in the world that it's building is believable inside of that world. You know what I mean? So it's not you don't know how to use the three seashells. Yeah. Charlie, that I really appreciate this. Is you're just an honest and real dude, one of the good ones. That's why I never miss you. I really do appreciate that. And if and when you get the opportunity to come down here, or I get the opportunity to go up there, we're going to go have a coffee, shoot the shit, play some tunes, and absolutely, Charlie, definitely reach out to me about writing the Kink Shaming Cannibals songs. Yeah, let's do it. That's fun. I absolutely want to. I'd love to collaborate with you on some tunes, especially for that film. Who won the restaurant wars? Taco Bell. I had to suspend my disbelief in the first 20 seconds. Yeah, that was probably the only part that was like, but one shell is soap and water, one is just water, one is air. That's probably what it is. You just got to lift them up. But Commander Darklight says, have you noticed how some of the elements in that movie have come true? We don't shake hands anymore. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Mini Tunes. Oh yeah, the Mini Tunes. The when they're singing the what is it? Is it oh god, the hot dogs? They're singing the hot dogs jingle. The Armor hot dogs. Yeah, the dogs kids love your ball. Yeah, that shit was great. In other countries, it was Pizza Hut, but because Pizza Hut, that's a Pepsi thing. Pizza Hut, Pepsi, and Taco Bell all owned by the same one. So no, that is not the normal way to get out of a Huey. Jolly Green Giant, yeah. That movie is so fun. It's just a fun movie. And again, Wesley Snipes is terrific. He is just terrific. The Schwarzenegger Library says Marvel Girl. Yeah, he became president. You got closer than any other foreigner's ever gotten. But yeah, vertical video call, aka Skype. That's true. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Some of the things that you go back and look at, like you go back and look at Star Trek. Look at the '60s, right? The communicators, little flip phones. Yeah. Sleet says, I can't wait to watch it all now. You guys, I promise you, it's something that you can watch multiple times and enjoy, because there'll be little things that you miss here and there, but yeah, you will have a good time. You will have a good time watching that movie. It's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I need to find it again. I used to have it on DVD, and then I don't know what happened to it. Life imitating art. Exactly. But yeah, so much fun. I'm curious. Out of all of the, oh, here we go again. This fool. Big. So somebody waited. What are you going to do? Let me do this again. Give me a second, guys. Just a loser. My goodness. Just a loser. All right. Oh, I see what's happening. Some people are accidentally unhiding. There we go. All right. You can unsubscribe now, jackass. Yes. Morphle Girl, that is correct. I agree with you. Absolutely. Let's see. It's on HBO Max. Is it? Brady Photography. It is good to see you. Cool. Yeah, I'll let you guys take care of it. Yeah, so that's a good idea. Fact, you have one person be the hider, everybody else timeout. So whoever wants to be the person who hides the person, let's do that one here. And then yeah, like one person hide and everybody else timeout, or however you want to do it. Brady Photography. Let me hang on a second, just a second, because I had to because of this idiot. Hang on a second. Boom. There you go. We'll do this for tonight, Brady. Everybody, all the good ones are getting wrenches. All you awesome folks are getting some wrenches. Archangel 3, did you not get one? There you go, Archangel. I knew I was going to miss somebody. Charlie Welch to hide says Commander Darklight. All right, Charlie Welch, you be the hider. Cool. Beaver C, hang on a second. Let me make sure. Okay, you are. Cool. All right. So Charlie Welch, what you do is whenever you see these idiots, you're the only person that hides them on the channel. That way we don't get people that are hiding like multiple times, so it actually unhides them. So that's what we mean, Charlie. When you see these spammers, you are the guy that comes in and says hidden, and then we don't have to worry about everybody else trying to get on there. I also changed the duration. We're all just subscribers are allowed to chat right now. Anybody who's watching who's not a subscriber who wants to, we'll figure that out. Like I said, just dealing with these idiots. If somebody could go back and let's see if I can do it. I'm not sure if I can do it, but if somebody wants to go back and pull, I might be able to do it here. All right, cool. Because I'm trying to collect this bit of all their stupid whatever to add to the block list. So if you have them, send them to me, and that way I can add them to the block list, and we just keep it going that way. And then Mr. Anrat. Wait, if you hide someone who's been hidden, it hides them. Yes, Chris Durham. That's why. You got the engagement ring back. Good. You can take it, and Gary White Mingus says, "I shake hands all the time." Of course you do, Gary. Of course you do. How do you know that guy didn't just wipe his ass and not wash his hands, though? Oh, man. What were we talking about? We were talking about Demolition Man. That's what we were talking about. And that one is fun. Yeah, I got to find it again and watch it again. If it's on HBO Max, I don't think I have my HBO Max. Hey, Kick, are you let me see. Kick, where are you at? Where are you at? Not yet. There you go. All right, cool. Let's talk about something strange for a change. Like what you got? Well, Angie, what you got? Yes, congratulations, Brady. It's good to get that chapter closed, and then we can move on. Angie is hot. Says Brady Photography. Yeah, basic trigonometry. Yeah, that's right. It really is. That way, if we just make it in the way best way to combat, if we just make it one person doing it, we don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that's true. Marvel Girl says virtual sex. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny. Be well, John Spartan. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, virtual sex now. I think that now they've got that said. We have that now. It's not the same, but never ever would borrow your razor and return it with a oh. That's good. One question. What was the deal with the 3 seashells? I think NANA had it best when he said one was soap and water, one was just water, and then one was air. So I have a jealous puppy. He's jealous over here. I feel bad for him because my wife and kids took Link, the little one, and Beaver has been here with me, and he misses his buddy. He misses his brother. So, and then I have to go to work and try and sneak out, let him out from time to time. But because I don't like they have kennels that they sleep in, but they really sleep in our bed because they're good pups. They're good pups. Aren't you a good puppy? Yes, you are. Anyway, so I feel bad. Damn, I said, do tell me one more time. Video, I'd rather just hear about it. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, NANA, again, they had the best explanation of it. One's soap and water, one's just water, and one's air. So, wash, rinse, air dry. Perfect. What year did they wake up? Ooh, gosh. Oh, man, you got me there. I don't remember. Was it like 2150 or something? No, because he went in the 90s and he was on a 50-year sentence, I believe. And they got him halfway through. I don't know, 2035, 2036. Yeah, he was 70 years old. Yeah. Like people using the shells during toilet time. Yeah, apparently it makes the most sense what NANA said. The one is soap and water. Like you lift it up and then it's soap and water to wash your butt and then go in there. Yeah, 2036 says facty. I think I remember that correctly. So, or was it 2035? It was 2035 6 right in there. They talked about the Great Quake of 2010. Yeah. Yeah. My curiosity will eventually kill Angie. One seashell is soap and water. One is just water, and one is air. So soap and water. It's like a 3-station bidet. We're gonna go with that. That's the only thing that really makes sense because if you think about it, if it's just a seashell there, 2032 says Global Mom. She just looked it up. All right, 2032. So we've got what 12 years before we should get into the soapy water butt. Yeah, and Arnold became the president. He seriously became the governor. The governator. That's true. That's true. California, man, you guys are awesome. All right. 1172. But yeah. Okay. Yes, I know. I don't know what his deal is. Maybe he's ready to go to bed. Who knows? Being probably too young to know what movie this is, the conversation is confusing but hilarious. It's Demolition Man. If you've never seen it, I'm told it's on HBO Max. Go watch it. It's the most fun. It's not the most fun you'll ever have, but it's a really fun movie to watch. If you go into this movie with, I don't want to say low expectations because it's very satirical. It has a lot to say about all that, about society and whatnot. It's a science fiction film, of course, so it's going to have that. It's going to have that social commentary. But if you go into there not thinking it's going to be the greatest movie you've ever seen, going there to have fun, you will have fun because it is a fun movie. The dogs think your family left. Yeah, so Beaver probably does think that they left forever. So he's been a little down and depressed. But what kind of dog was in the burgers? It wasn't a dog. It was a rat. Oh, he's a good boy. You're a good pup. Are you a good pup? Yes, you are. I know what you want. I'll give him some later. You already ate. I know it. Yep. Damn you, Taco Bell. Yeah, no, that food they put on their plates, those little tiny little things, like, come on. Come on. All right. Anyway, he's calming down. He's very touchy-feely. He's very needy. When you pet him, like he's serious about being pets. JL Warren says, "Are you lonesome tonight?" You know what, JL? It's not loneliness that's keeping me going. Check your Discord. Oh, you guys want to see something awesome? Let's see here. Well, I don't know how awesome it is, but just a second. Hang on. I'm going to share something with you if I can figure out how to do it. So let's get this here. I'm going to share this with you guys. Hang on. Let's see. Boom. Can you guys see that beautiful woman right there? That is my wife. She is. Look at that. She has this emerald green dress. She's very, very, very beautiful. Thor says, for 50 Danish kroner, says, first beer is on me. Finger guns. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good to see you, Thor. Oh, Thor. By the way, hang on. Let me find you. Let me find you there, Thor. Boom. There we go, Thor. All right. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I pressed the wrong button. Boom. Oh, what is this? What is this I see? 5,000 for a Marvel girl? You want me to roast you? You want me to roast? I don't know. I mean, when is this roast, Tina? When is this roast? Commander Darklight says, that is a beautiful woman standing next to some kind of hillbilly. I am not a hillbilly, sir. I might be a fat person, but I'm not a hillbilly. But ding, 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 ding. Can we air fry a Marvel girl? I don't know. Can we? Is it on the picture? Oh, okay, yeah. Saturday. You want me to have a roast ready by tomorrow? Oh man. Oh, next Saturday. I might be working next Saturday. Ah, shucks. I hope not. I hope I'm not working because so I have a week to come up with a good roast of you and Cliff. Okay. You asked for it. Pot roast with real pot. There's the shiniest skull I've ever seen. Charlie Welsh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. JL, what's going on, my man?
Not much. Just working on stuff over here.
Working on stuff, fixing a bunch of things. How's the script going for Nail Gun?
Going excellently. Almost done with it. The end of month for Week in Horror is kind of a pain, and it's taking me longer than usual because I just, for whatever reason, it's just, but almost done with it, and then I'll pass it off to Eugene, and Eugene can look at it. I'll pass it to my wife, and as soon as Angela signs off on it, then I will pass it to Eugene, because Angela reads everything I do before I give it to anybody.
Sweet. Are you ready for that huge rewrite process? The 17 rewrite process?
Well, I'm fingers crossed,
it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It doesn't happen a lot with me. Typically with screenplays that I write, with my screenwriting, I typically don't have to do a whole lot of changes. My screenplays typically sometimes turn out a bit better than my other stuff, than like my novel, how that requires solid rewriting. But I think this was going to come out good. I think so.
We'll see, but it's not rewrites. This. Rewrites are not necessarily because your script is bad. It's just sometimes they want to put things differently, and of course, you have to have a shooting script, and you have to have this, and it's gonna happen, especially on bigger budgeted films. It's just the way it goes.
It does. Whatever I turn in now, whoever develops the shooting script, typically is not me. That's typically in line with other input. So, if I turn it in and they say, yes, we want this, and then they end up doing rewrites after the fact, I have no control over that. So
I don't know. They might keep you involved in the rewrite process.
Oh, that'd be cool if it was.
Especially with something that's not a multi-million-dollar project.
It's still kind of blowing my mind. I never would have thought I'd be at the kind of like this juncture where it's kind of like, wow, I'm actually writing like, a movie, like a legit movie that can get produced. And I'm just kind of like, holy shit. So I'm 41 and it's a first for me. So I'm really excited about it. So I think that's why I'm trying to make sure everything that it's as good as I can possibly make it.
Brady Photography has requested this. Do not marry a model ever at all. There you go, Brady. I was a model once. No, I
wasn't. a Model T.
Model of just disgusting. And I'm kidding.
He was a model of what not to do.
Yeah, model of this is, if you want a good life, don't do what he did. But yeah, I'm looking forward to working on this film again. I hope that the band I hope the band scene is going to be cool. I'm sure it will be. I'm hoping to have a line or two, but no pressure. Look at that face. That's the face of somebody who says, "Nope."
No, I'm going to try and get people in it. There's a lot more characters in this, and a lot of secondary and tertiary characters that help to drive the plot. I try not to get things bogged down in exposition. I let instead of telling, there's the whole rule, show, don't tell. And so I don't like to get bogged down in exposition, but there's a lot of cool characters around that can, do stuff. So, I'm trying to make it, and in essence, I would like to get as many people that help us along with this to be a part of it as well. The people involved in the short film, I'd like to have throw them something, be like, yeah, they, these are the people who helped to make this happen, and all this stuff. And then of course, the stuff that I want to do with the patrons as well, which I think would be cool. Somebody asked me a question.
Where?
Omni Ouroboros, which is better, Demolition Man or Judge Dredd? Oh God, Demolition Man, of course. Not the 95 Dredd.
There's no hesitation.
Demolition Man. Hey, there's no math there. It's literally Demolition Man.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. The what was it? Fucking, I've been dreaming about killing you for 40 years. Well, keep dreaming.
Keep dreaming.
Like this. And then what's my favorite one was this?
You're on TV.
You're right. They're fighting in the museum, and then they
Yeah.
crash down into like old LA. And then he picks up the television by the fucking like, you're on TV.
Yeah.
He gets it with a television.
So Facty asks a very important question. Says JL Warren, will you be running the script through JM Truth?
Absolutely fucking not. But I will send him a link to the finished project to say, this is how you do this.
Do you
I
know who's back? He's back.
He's back with Flat Earth.
Yeah.
I should send him a link to I should show him the nail gun short.
Yeah.
This is how you make a move. This is how you make
Or
a
at least
film.
a clip. Like just a clip.
This is how you do this. This is how you will light something. This is how you do sound. This is how you state. This is how you set a scene, how you dress a scene. This is how, and hey,
This is how you proofread.
This is how you write a scene. This is how you make engaging characters where people go, wow, I really want that fucker to die, or wow, there's one thing I really that I thought was really cool was feedback that I didn't expect was that people that despite the fact with the short it's so small that people felt something for the characters, and that goes two ways. That was like I wrote them a certain way because I wanted people to have reactions to them, and then I wanted the actors brought it. They just brought everything, and especially with Art, Gabriel, and Dylan just knocked it out of the park. And so the reactions that people had to them getting smoked the way they did, I mean, this you couldn't ask for anything better. So,
the only thing, especially the way the whole film is set up, for those who haven't seen it, join the Weekend Horror Discord, and I'm sure JL will stream it sometime. Mm-hmm. You did last night, and so anyway. But one of the things that kills me is that you're not supposed to like these characters.
No,
you're kind of supposed to want to see them be tortured, and especially Art's character, because he seemed to be the most egregious of the three.
Yes, especially Art, willing to turn on his own guys, at the drop of a hat. I wrote him as just gross as I could. I just wanted him just no. I mean, even in that moment, but I say I wanted to be both sides. Like ultimately, he's a coward and he's weak, and that's why at the end he's like begging. He's begging the way he does, and it just makes the victory or makes the revenge all the more satisfying. So,
yeah, the only thing I would have liked to have seen is a better sound effect for the nail gun.
I thought the nail gun was okay. I think that the volume on the electromagnet at the end it could have been a little bit higher.
Yeah,
but that's just me. Yeah,
that's one thing that it was kind of confusing at first, unless you know what that thing is behind it. If you actually worked with something like that, it is kind of confusing. You don't really know what's going on. You just see, and then.
I think that's one of the benefits that I think it was time constraints that hit us there. Sure. So I know that Eugene is putting together a director's cut of the short film, and the director's cut has I think a little over 2 minutes of restored footage going back into this thing. So that's like 2 minutes of additional, whatever they shot. And I think it's going to be scene extensions is what they are. Yeah. So a little bit more extension to build tension and to build. Yeah.
A fifth of the movie more. So it's 10 minutes now with credits.
Yes.
So yeah.
So additional 2 minutes of footage. Hell yes. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they had to cut for time constraints. Cause now we get to see, what the vision was. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, whatever the future holds regarding it. And yes, somebody was asking, Sleet. Sleet said, can nail gun short be seen by normal people? Yes, it can be seen by normal people. Johnny just mentioned I've showed it in the Discord channel, in the Weekend Horror Discord, and I will be streaming it there again. We did it last night as kind of in Team Skeptic popped by the channel pop by the server to check it out because he wanted to see it. I know that Irish Demon's going to want to see it now that he's back in Ireland. I know he's going to want to check it out because he's going to be sitting on his ass while he's in lockdown. So, but yes, I will be streaming it again in Discord. Look for the notifications if you're a member of the server. Make sure notifications are set, And then whenever I do an announcement, to everybody saying, "Hey, we're about to show a movie," and I'll let you guys know.
It's a lot of fun. You will. You'll see me in there too. I was in it. Woo! Greatest bouncer ever.
Greatest bouncer in at least 2021.
Not a whole lot of bouncing going on in 2021, but you know.
There you go. That's about it.
Thanks, JL. No, I actually had a lot of fun, even in my short time. It was really cool because when I got there and I met Art for the first time, like we immediately went into this back and forth, like just riffing on the whole being tossed out thing. It's cool. It was a lot of fun.
Hey man, I still got to work. Trying to toss me around.
Oh, he was so funny. He was so funny. Hey, Johnny, could you we need to take it down to about 50%. Let me sell it. You know. But Art, I was at 50%. Well, let's take it down to about 10%.
That's fucking amazing.
That was fun.
Oh, that's brilliant. I am looking forward to the month of August coming up because we've got a Friday the 13th in the month of August. On Friday the 13th, on that Friday, we will be doing a horror marathon. We will be doing a Friday the 13th marathon in the Discord channel. So Friday the 13th all day long from the first one all the way through until it's done. So I'm looking forward to that. Over 12 hours of Friday the 13th.
When are you going to start? Are you going to start like 8 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night? Or are you going to go like, noon?
Yeah, start at noon. Yeah, start at noon. Midnight. Yep. And then I'll give you, I recently ordered it. And it just arrived today.
Was that a Funko Pop?
No. I'm not gonna reveal it. Oh. This is the trivia prize for that week. So it's a surprise, but it's large.
It looks like I won't say it. I won't say it. I think I know what it is. So, I won't say it.
But yes, this is the trivia prize that will be coming. That someone will win the week of Friday the 13th. So
I'm looking forward to it. I know that Jeremy should be back on the show he's supposed to be back next week, which will be a lot of fun. I'm going to have to haul ass from Frisco at like 5 o'clock. I say haul ass. I'll be doing like 4 miles an hour from Frisco back to the house. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And Jeremy will be here next week. And then we always do something on Friday the 13th. It's just a lot of fun. Tina Jones. No, not at all.
It's a box set of Casper the Friendly Ghost.
What's in the box? Oh, that's kind of funny because
he was saying what's in the box. Yeah. How many people are watching right now?
I got 45 people watching, and probably
45 people.
Some of those are probably trolls. We had a troll invasion.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I've got it set to only mods and channel members. Not channel members. Whatchamacallits? Subscribers. That's why everybody's a mod today.
Let me ask the chat because I know a lot of them are. I see some of the Week in Horror patrons in the chat. Do you guys want? Do you want a special reveal? Do you want me to reveal what's in the box? Do you want to know what is in the box? 1 in the chat if you want to know what's in the box. 2 if you'd like me to keep it a secret until the day we do the show.
Oh, there's a way to do a poll. I wish I knew how to do that. Let's see.
Can you do that in StreamYard?
Not in StreamYard, but in I don't know how to do it. There's a way to put a poll into.
Oh, interesting.
But I have to figure this out. Let's see. So.
Oh, what?
Well, we're tied.
We got 1, 1, 1, 2, 42. I'm going to take that as a 2 because there's a 2 in it. 2, 2, 2. Well, 1. And there's a yes. 1.
Rob Park says if it's a severed head, I'll be disappointed. Wayne's World.
Well, close. If it's a severed head, I'll be very upset.
Open it. Okay. What is it? It's a gun rack.
It's a gun rack, silly.
A gun rack.
A gun rack. Stacy, I do not own. I do not own a gun, let alone many guns, which would be required to necessitate an entire rack. What am I going to do with a gun rack? You don't like it? No, I don't like it. I changed my vote. No, jail. Keep it a secret. A lot of ones. 111s.
Yeah.
Hey, there's my big guy.
Brad Pitt says, "What's in the box?"
Is it a nail or a gun or a nail gun?
I see what you did there.
Let me see results. Fact. Oh, I was going to say gun rack focus.
Yep.
Brad Pitt says, "What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?" The dog knows what's in the box. The dog knows what's in the box.
The dog says, "I don't care what's in the box. I'm lying down. I'm taking a rest."
What do we got? Ones? Is it? There's a lot more twos in there than I expected.
I was going to say there are quite a bit of twos in there. I was not expecting twos.
What is the? Who put a dick in this box?
Oh man. Hey Cliff, how do I put a poll in the stream here? If you're still here, Cliff, I'm not sure if you are. Let me know.
Oh, look at my little wrench there. Isn't it part of in the little special things over on the side?
I don't know. If I knew, I would just do it. But
Rob Parks, do not put your dick in the box. And people say we like surprises. Maybe it is. Maybe it went by so quick.
It did. That's why I wanted to figure out how to put a stinking poll.
Poll is bottom of chat on YouTube video page.
YouTube video page. What? Oh, hang on. Dude, not in studio. Oh, fucking hell! There's a button there that says "Create a poll."
Create a poll. Okay.
Golly, man.
Well, there it is. Question is, what is inside? What is inside this thing?
There we go. Poll is open.
Do I even remember what I ordered?
Do you remember what you ordered?
I remember what I ordered. Because thanks to the genius of Jeff Bezos, I ordered it yesterday and it already came.
Well, hang on. We got the poll going.
I'm not opening it. I can open it here, but I'm not showing anything.
Oh, okay. But can that poll be danced? I don't think so. These guys are obsessed with getting me on a poll.
Just as I thought. It's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Morgan Freeman's reaction to that scene was probably one of the better parts of that movie.
Yeah. His character of Somerset was amazing.
Yep. Brad Pitt was not very good in that movie.
Brad Pitt's character, I've always understood it. This is my takeaway on it, was always meant to be fairly one-dimensional. Because he's meant to be a sacrifice. He's meant to be one of Doe's sacrifices, which means he needed to encompass specifically that aspect of what Doe intended him to be. He needed to be Wrath. And so that was the whole point. Somerset was the only one who was Somerset, and a couple other people were. Everyone was basically the movie is seen through Doe's eyes and how Doe views the world, which is why the people that we meet, the people that we encounter, especially either the victims or the people around there, are all very black and white, except for Somerset. Somerset's the only one who views the world differently than everybody else. Even though he comes off as a cynic, but he's not. He's not really a cynic. He's just angry at everything. But I like the way that it's one of my favorite films, probably top 10 horror films of all time.
I never saw that as a horror movie. I always saw it as more of a thriller.
Oh, it's a horror movie.
I don't know. I just never really saw it as a horror film. It wasn't scary at all.
The Lust Kill. that's a horror.
That was just brutal, right? So you can have brutal shit and not be a horror film. Like, I don't consider Silence of the Lambs a horror film. There's some gruesome shit in there. It's just not. It's more of a thriller. That's just me, though.
Huh? Well, that should be a conversation sometime. The line of demarcation between thriller and horror, like what
I don't think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's as clearly defined as that question makes it seem to be.
Does psychological horror dance on that line?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it dances all over that line because psychological horror is more, for me, that's what makes thrillers good. If they can kind of psychologically fuck with me.
Yeah.
But I think for me, what brings it over into the horror aspect is more of a supernatural thing. Like, I could believe that there would be a John Doe killer. And that fact, coupled in with the fact that there's nothing supernatural about it. It's all, it's more of a whodunit and how can we catch the bad guy, cat and mouse type thing. That for me, that just seems more real, more realistic. And I'm not saying that there can't be realistic horror. It's for me, it's different though, right? Like the John Wayne Gacy killer clown type thing. That could be a horror film because there's that killer clown thing, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. It's possible.
It may come down to subjectivity. So
I think so. I think it is subjectivity. Commander Darklight says silence doesn't have enough gratuitous violence to be horror, and I think that's kind of what it is too.
Yeah.
Right. There are some extremely graphic stuff in Silence of the Lambs. Same thing with 7, but it's not every kill is extremely graphic, or at least the implication is extremely graphic.
Extremely graphic stuff.
Well, but that's not scary. I mean, it's scary for a different reason, for sure.
He's a fucking psycho. If you could tell, if anybody in the chat could tell me what that reference was from, what I just did, I will give you all the points.
Oh,
He's a fucking psycho. Come on, it's an amazing film.
I think I know this one. NA for $6.66. Oh, I messed it up. It's supposed to be $6.66 American pesos. The most horrific movie out there is Grease. Hail Satan!
I'll give you the follow. I'll give you a hint. So it's just he's a fucking psycho. Don't rush to judgment until all the facts are in.
Hi. Oh, he muted.
No, she heard me say that, and she was like, she had to pop in and be like, and she told me the name of it, and she was like, and it was like, yeah, I asked him, I want to see if he knows it. She's like,
I know, and I just can't remember it.
She's like, I know more than he does.
That's not an accomplishment.
he says that's not an accomplishment.
I know people think I'm this all-knowing, all-wise person, but I'm not. I know a little bit about a lot of things.
Don't let the beard fool you.
Don't let the beard
we don't know. We don't know much. We know a lot about very little.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, or it's a little about a lot. See,
a little about a whole lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Golly, I know the reference. When you tell me, I'm going to bash my head against this microphone because I know I should get it. Because I recognized it the second you said it. I was like, oh man, what is that from? The second you gave it, I was like, oh, what is it? What is it? What is it?
Rob Parks got it.
Yeah, Gross Point Blank. Yeah.
Yep. I like that. Is it a reference from On Golden Pond?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That is a good movie.
That's a damn good movie.
I love. Anytime people talk about actors, like greatest actors of all time, if Jack Nicholson doesn't come up in that conversation, you're not doing Jack Nicholson justice.
Mm-hmm.
The Notebook, says Commander Darklight.
The Notebook.
One of my recommendations to anybody who's ever talking about, oh, I need to see whatever. You take a look at Jack Nicholson's career and you want to look at One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a look at The Shining.
Yep.
You want to take a look at A Few Good Men.
Yep.
Not necessarily because of the movie, but because of his performance. And then you want to take a look at anger management, and that will give you his entire range.
As good as it gets.
As good as it gets, yes, because he does have that romantic interest in there too. So
Yes.
yeah, those are probably the 5 movies that everybody should watch to really get an understanding. And you have to kind of watch them in that order. You want to watch anger management next to last because you're getting all of like the serious, and then the super angry, and then the psycho killer, and then all of a sudden I feel pretty. Oh, so pretty. It makes that movie so much funnier when you've seen all these other films first.
La 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 la.
Wildebeest. It just
When he just pops inside, it's like, and she moaned like a wildebeest. Wildebeest.
Yeah, his delivery, his timing. Yeah, he is so funny in that movie.
It's high school all over again. He's making you. He's giving you a wet willy, and he's eat his jockey or eat his jock strap and fart blossoms and all that.
Yeah,
he's just ripping. Oh, I never expected that out of a Buddhist. Dave, I didn't ask what you did. I asked you who you were.
Can you just tell me simply? Who are you?
who are you, Dave? He's just getting more infuriated. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Dave. I didn't ask you. I didn't ask your hobbies. I want to know who you are. You want him to tell you who you are.
Yeah. So his character is really good. Was Jack in the original Little Shop of Horrors?
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
he was.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. They're gonna remake that movie.
The musical or the legitimate scary one?
The legitimate Little Shop of Horrors. The Rick Moranis.
Oh, the musical.
Martin. Yeah.
Cause I'm a dentist. You have to admit, Steve Martin was off the hook. Fucking.
I'm not a huge musical fan, but that's one of the ones that I'll watch. Okay, Booma from Black. You can call me Johnny. Call me Johnny.
Oh, mama.
One of Jack's first roles was The Raven with Vincent Price.
Mm-hmm.
His career has spanned a long.
He goes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's a legend.
Yeah. Young Jack looks so weird to me. He looks really weird to me.
That's true. Yeah.
But anyway, that's just me.
Let me see here.
So yeah.
Goose Fraba.
Goose blah blah.
Hey, Daddy Long. Oh, someone said, "Okay, Booma from Black Rod. I hope you're ready." But Daddy Longlegs is not a spider. I'm sorry, but it's true. This is true.
It's an arachnid, yes, but it's
they are harvestmen. And the thing about them being like the most toxic, but their fangs are too small. It's like, nope, they were not. They are not venomous by any stretch of the imagination.
Dude was a straight. Well, do you prefer curved?
Was a straight dick jail. Which dude?
I don't know. Angie, which one? Hopefully not me. Love those old Vincent Price movies. Me too. Oh, let's see. Let me see where the
what's the poll?
Oh man, that poll. Sorry, the poll is 53% no.
53% say no. 47%.
54 to 46 no.
54 to 46 say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. The numbers have spoken. There's 35 votes. There's still 18 people that have not voted in this poll. So if you haven't,
or 13 people,
or 13, 50, 35, 45, 13. My bad. Sorry, can't math.
Yes, okay.
But yeah, 13 people have not voted in the poll. So if you haven't voted in the poll, say yes or no. And if the yeses take it, I'll reveal what's in the box.
Angie says, "Shove us in the fucking box."
I mean, I've already opened it.
It's there. What
could be in the box? What could be in the box?
Arachnid equals spider. I feel it in my spicy senses. Is my dirk in the box?
No, it is not a dirk, which is a type of dagger.
That would be kind of cool, though. Kind of cool.
Oh my God, it is a Dirk.
Oh Jesus! Pat Dodger says, "Can we vote again?" It should be if you haven't voted yet. It's on the thing. It's on the thing.
It's still like 49-51.
Oh my goodness! Look at this. This is a real heat.
This is a heat. 37 votes. 37 votes. 49-51.
JL is such a reveal tease.
I am such a reveal tease. I am. Well, you've got. Is it Blue Origin in the box? Yes, all your hopes and dreams. Right in here.
I still think it's a giant dick measuring contest because look, it was a giant dick. It was a penis.
My dad got to watch Neil Armstrong walk on the moon. I got to watch a billionaire ride a dick into space.
Yes.
Which is, I guess this is the world we live in now.
I love how they tried to justify, well, we had to build it that way for space. No, you didn't.
I guess they're trying. This is what I don't get. When you're building things for space, I mean, I understand if you want to avoid, like, the Empire, you want to avoid, like, that kind of right. thing, but don't go Lex. Don't do that. Go. I'd rather Empire over Lex.
Don't make us get an outside firm to recount the votes as be received.
Well, nonetheless, there are 40 votes right now, and it's tied at 50-50.
Ooh, dead heat. Brady Photography, good night. Have a good one, sir. Good to see you. NANA says space dick. Holy shit! I want Space Shorts redone as Space Dick. We have to make that happen. Yeah.
Why did we both start roboting in the deal?
Because that's exactly what. Yeah. What happens on a tie?
I don't know.
You get into the ball.
You'll have to flip. I'll have to flip a coin.
We'll flip a coin. Yep, that's fair.
There are. I wonder if they're doing it on purpose. No, there are 51 people in the chat.
There has to be a.
42 votes have been cast, and it's still 50-50. But there's 51 people in the chat, which means it will be one or the other with the odd person out. So whoever's 51 will cast the deciding vote. So that's still 9 votes. 9 votes have yet to be cast. So if you haven't,
wasn't that a Muppet sketch? Dicks in Space.
I don't think that was Pigs in Space. Pigs in Space, good. And then Mel Brooks did Jews in Space. That shit was funny.
It's a scam. The box is empty. Don't tell him, Mexican Bob. Gosh.
Oh shit. I think it is. I think they are deliberately trying to keep it 50-50 because I saw it go up to 51, 40, and then it went back to 50%.
Yep. Omni Burrow says, I'm so excited you should feel my nips.
I swear they can cut glass.
Oh, that's so funny.
51 people in the chat. 7 people have not voted.
Yep. Those are probably the 7 trolls that try to, spam bomb us. Pat Down just says, quit teasing. Oh, Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Will you stop that? You're going to get me
killed. Cable guy.
Yep. Cable guy. That was so funny.
Cable guy. Yeah. Cable goobla.
I just want to hang out. No big deal. Don't get us started on random movie quotes. Be here all night.
In one time, he even wanted to be called the Big Ragu, Carmine from Laverne and Shirley. It's so sad that you know that.
Jack Black in one of his first serious roles.
Yeah, with a non super comedic role.
Yeah,
he was funny thing. We come full circle. Did you know he was in Demolition Man?
Yes, he had a
Yeah.
very brief spot in Demolition Man.
Very brief moment. He was one of the underground dwellers with
Yeah.
with Dennis Leary, and arguably one of the best Dennis Leary rants I think has ever been delivered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, man. I wish I need to memorize that one and do that one again because there was one that I did for theater. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. Oh, but it was a really good rant. Damn it, I can't remember it. Fuck. It was one of those. It was a good one though. I can't remember it. Oh, I'm cursed and everything. I didn't give a shit.
I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Jack Black is a pilot. So yeah, Jack Black was in a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Syrian says, "I made it." Oh, wait.
Well, 45 votes.
Oh, here
And
we are.
the nose have edged.
The nose are multi-pass. She knows it's a multi-pass.
She knows it's the way. Anyway, we're in love. Back when Bruce Willis still cared.
All right, Brady.
It was about the turn. I think it was about 6 Sense when he still kind of gave a shit. And then after 6 Sense,
good in 6 Sense.
Yeah, he did. He still kind of gave a shit. And then after 6 Sense,
I thought that the 6 Sense was a really good performance by him, but it wasn't until what was the movie that he really just phoned it in?
Cop Out.
Yeah.
Cop Out was a total phone in, and he just it was just sad. But and to hear everyone talk about it, just the way he was, his behavior,
just a paycheck. Yeah.
What was it? It was there was a story that Kevin Smith told when they were on the street. It wasn't when they were shooting. It wasn't any of that stuff. It was like when they were in New York and they were basically just kind of hanging around. They were on the street and they were getting sad like this. And Bruce was just standing there. He was on his phone, and Kevin was nearby, and like that. And he was just kind of marveling because this is the biggest movie production Kevin's ever worked on. Right. So he's just kind of like doing the thing, and Bruce is just standing there like whatever. And somebody drove by because they were on an active street, and someone like drove by and yelled out like yippee-ki-yay or something like that when they saw him, like yeah, yippee-ki-yay. Right. And then Bruce like looked up and they went back, and then he glanced over at Kevin, was like, I fucking hate when they do that. And and in Kevin's mind, when he saw that, because he saw the guys go first, like yippee-ki-yay, and he was like, holy shit, and he was like, trying to imagine, he was like, what that feels like. That a line you delivered so long ago is so indelible in pop culture,
40 years ago,
that people still go, oh yeah, and then you're a fucking hero to these people. And
that's like when you write that hit song and you're still that great band, you know what I mean? Yeah. That hit song, and people are like, oh, yeah, absolutely.
You don't see fucking Rick, what's his name? You don't see him getting down on Jesse's girl. Rich Springfield, you don't see him you don't see him shitting on Jesse's girl. I mean, that's what but he looked over at Bruce because Kevin Smith was like, oh, and then he looks over at Bruce Willis, and Bruce Willis is like, I fucking hate when they do that. And it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, that Bruce Willis should look at Die Hard. I mean, that's what got him out of the comedic roles. That's what got him to be taken seriously, especially as an action person or even a dramatic actor. Because before then, he was just that funny guy in Moonlighting that showed his ass to Sybil Shepherd every now and again. Literally.
Moonlighting was good. Boo, fucking Blind Date. Blind Date was amazing. Do you remember that?
I don't think I remember. I don't think I'm thinking of the same movie you're thinking about, because the movie I'm thinking about sucked.
Him and John Larroquette.
Oh yeah.
That movie was funny as fuck.
It was pretty funny.
And what's funny is he's really not trying to be the funny guy. He's more the I can't believe this is happening to me guy, and then everyone around him is insane.
Hey, what's up, Effed Up World? Oh, Jeff, right? Jeff, that's correct. I think. I don't know. Effed Up World. I need to get with you and schedule the debate with JL here.
Okay,
it's been me. I've been the one who hasn't been able to follow up because, again, it's been real hectic at work and whatnot.
You know that there are people in the world who like Hudson Hawk.
I
hate to say it. I actually like Hudson Hawk. I actually enjoyed it. I occasionally like a goofy fucking movie.
Those,
and the
so
movie
those
is
are the ones
goofy.
that are those are the ones that are fun to get down with. Because all right, so we're at 48 total votes. There are 48 people here, and we're at 50-50.
Actually, I think the live chat says there are 47 people in the room. So we've actually
Well,
exceeded the number of people in the room.
So
And
I'm going to
it's
end this poll at a tie. Boom.
at a tie.
Yep, and it's up to you whether or not you want to flip a coin for it.
Well, we got to have a result. We said we were going to flip a coin. So 50, holy shit, 50-50. They did it on purpose. Okay, we'll flip a coin.
Yep.
We'll flip a coin. Heads. Heads. Heads
No,
reveal.
we got to do the reverse.
What do you mean?
Heads no, tails yes.
Heads no, tails yes. Okay,
Yep.
So tails I will reveal. Heads I will not reveal.
All right.
I'm assuming you don't have a coin.
I don't. Coins. I used to play with these as a boy. What movie? It's obscure. Kind of obscure.
At this moment in time, I couldn't tell you.
It was the Arthur remake with
fucking Russell Brand.
Yeah. One of the few remakes I thought was better than the original.
Oh, hang on a second. Hang on.
Oh, you don't have a coin either?
No, I do. It's just in the other room.
Oh, look at that. There's a JL became a weird looking titty. JL became a pierced titty. Beaver C says a tie should just be a teaser hint. All right, Chris. We will see you on the morrow. Is a Funko Pop. Is JL going to reveal his tail? He might. We'll see what happens. It does. It's it could be.
All right.
So let's see here. Somebody said that it should be just a hint.
I was going to go and get one of the ones because I collect coins. I was thinking about going and get one of the special ones. I've got some Mercury dimes and some arrowheads and some Indian head pennies, and I got these sexy silver dollars. And but we'll just go this typical quarter. It's what I came across first. So here we go, quarter, and I wish I could show it. I can. It's one of the ones that has like the artwork on the back.
Oh, okay.
See, yeah. And then the standard
head. There we go.
There we go. Standard head. So here we go. Okay. So it is tails. I will do the reveal.
Yep.
Heads. Keep it in. Heads. Right. I keep it in the box.
Heads. You keep the head in the box.
All right.
That was aggressive. Are you on a drum roll?
That would be a heads.
Oh, it's heads. It is heads. And the head stays in the box.
Head stays in the box.
Leslie says, show us a dog, never mind the box.
There we go.
Good night, Chris.
Oh, there he is.
There he is. He looks like he wants to get into the box.
He's actually letting me know that he has to go potty, so I'm going to go let him out real fast.
For me, I think it's actually that time. It really is. It's that time. We went almost a full 10 minutes early. But Jinju asks a very good question. Does this mean that each member of the kink shaming cannibals will have their own kink?
They'll have their own kink that they shame.
Yep. That is awesome. Daniel Cooper says, called it. You did. I saw the hashtag heads in there. So coin flip should be done in a plexiglass box shaken up.
Well, I see his point. I thought I did it pretty.
You did. It was very aggressive, though. You were like,
well, yeah, I want to make sure.
I'm going to kill this bug.
That time was tails.
Doesn't count.
But okay, then we will do the reveal of what is in the box on the show of that week. So that means the August 11th show. August 11th, Wednesday, August 11th at 7 p.m. We will do the reveal as to what is in the box or what can someone win if they get the trivia prize. And I guarantee you, given what is in this box, the trivia prize will be ramped up to match. So be prepared.
So it's going to be a tough one.
Yes.
Is there a word for shaming your own kink? Self-deprecation, I think.
I think so. Yeah, self-deprecation.
Yeah, self-deprecation, I believe.
I'm the man in the box. That was Renee.
Don't get me demonetized. Yeah, it is a good song.
They're not going to be demonetized for me saying it, is it?
No, I don't know. I
don't sound anything like Jerry.
Yeah, I know, but stranger things have happened. So, what did you say? You don't sound anything like who?
I don't sound like anything like Jerry Cantrell.
Well, seeing as how you weren't playing the guitar, you're absolutely correct. You don't sound anything like Jerry Cantrell. It's Lane Stanley.
Oh, Lane Staley? Lane Staley. Holy shit. Oh, man. God,
but to be fair, Jerry Cantrell did sing harmonies on that. So,
So, yeah, I don't sound anything like I don't sound anything like Alice in Chains.
That's like any of those assholes.
Wicked witchcraft.
Oh, what was that? Rick. Oh, fuck.
Although I know.
What is his name?
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what life is like on Jupiter and Mars.
You're such a tease.
I am a tease. I am.
Yep, you're a tease. That's okay though. It's cool. It's it's gonna get Richard Cheese.
Oh, Richard Cheese.
That's what I was looking for. Yeah, Richard Cheese because of the
Get up,
Michael
come on,
Bublé in the
down
house
with the sickness.
That's the best part about that movie. The only good part about that movie, honestly.
Oh, wait, no.
Yes,
no. Dawn of the Dead remake was amazing.
No, it was shit.
It was amazing.
Ving Rhames' performance was good. Richard Cheese was good. The rest of that movie, 14 thumbs down.
I wish I had 4 hands so I could get that movie 4 thumbs down.
What is JL's name when he plays in Vegas? That's easy. It's LJ.
LJ Dubs.
LJ Dubs.
Dick
Cheese is hilarious. I love his because he does it so he does it. This is exactly what it would sound like if it came out in the 50s. It's exactly what was, you know what I mean? So he did great. Yeah.
Like the off strip, lounge singer.
Yep.
Was reminded of another nice one, Saving Grace. Which is Ace Jasper E. I remember
Saving Grace, yeah.
Charlie Welch. What did he say?
I love Nutshell. All right, it is time to get on down the road. It's right at that 3-hour mark. I really appreciate everybody coming and hanging out with me. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for all the super chats, new members.
Oh, Lounge Lizard. Wait, I thought the Lounge Lizard was somebody who hung out in the lounge all the time.
I know we had the Lizard Lounge.
Because
of that. They finally shut that one down.
It didn't survive the pandemic.
No.
Lounge.
Well, I think they were going away before the pandemic hit.
What is Lounge Lizards? What is Lounge Lizard? Is a man who frequents social establishments with the intention of seducing a woman with his flattery and deceptive charm.
I'm so glad you said that because it's like you're going to say it's flaccid penis.
Wait, and a lizard people? Yeah, that's exactly where we're going with this.
Lizard people. Yep.
What was the other one?
Bill freaking Murray. What movie?
It's Bill fucking Murray.
I know it's
Bill fucking Murray. I'm sorry. I don't mean to gush. I know that's not your name. And that would be Zombieland.
They immediately sent him to his death.
Yeah. How about some California hospitality? We're kidding. Otis Redding's Dock of the Bay. Sitting on the dock of the bay.
It's a good tune. It really is a good tune. Lounge lizards go after cougars. I think lounge lizards are it's like the male form of the cougar.
Yeah, it's a male cougar, pretty much.
It'd be like me going after a 20-year-old.
Oh, reminds me of that old fucking game. What the hell was it? Leisure Suit Larry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Leisure Suit Larry. I think one of the ones in that series was Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards.
That's funny.
That's old school. That's like back in the days, like Quest for Glory and King's Quest and shit.
It's like the early 90s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had to go over to a friend's house to play it.
Oh man.
Funnel to a typical
so for
Saturday
night. Pretty much. All right, I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. All the super chats, all the new members, all the current members, everybody who likes, shares, comments, subscribes. All you people, you guys are amazing. Had a lot of fun. Be sure to check out us on Jail Warren and myself, along with Eugene and Alex on the Week in Horror podcast. You can catch those live recordings every Wednesday. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys come out for the next one. Even the trolls. Go ahead, trolls. You can come out.
Oh, come on out, trolls.
Trolls.
I mean,
trolls. We have ways of dealing with you trolls, but that's fine. Everybody, show me your finger guns in the chat. We are getting out of here.
We have ways of dealing with
the trolls. We don't pay your shit. We make you say your own fucking name, Rumpelstiltskin. Anyway, it's time to get out of here. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Finger guns, baby.